I don't know where my hat is. You are looking live into the man caves of your local front stretch friends. We made it before the green flag, barely, because I didn't know what in the world was going on, but we got it there. I apologize for not getting this thing scheduled well, but we are here. So we got to share the word that we're out there and do our thing. And I got to figure out, here it is. I stopped. I got it.
Better than me.
Got to have the hat on if we're doing this deal.
I am still without a front stretch hat. I'll have to grab one before I'm reporting in Pocono, so I'll have to grab one before Pocono.
There you go. You got to be official. Nolan got a new one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because his dog ate his other one.
My dog ate my front stretch hat.
Exactly. It looked like something he should be wearing behind the counter at Waffle House. Dang, man. Look at all those empty seats at Martinsville. What is up with that? That's unacceptable.
The forecast was great all week, too. Like,
yeah,
usually if it's something where like the forecast looks bad, but it's like, or it's cold or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had the little bit of rain on Friday, obviously.
Yeah.
But not a real big deal.
It looks pretty windy, but come on now.
It's windy down here at the beach.
It's just straight up cold here. I think we're sitting, not that bad, 55. I can live with that.
Oh, yeah, it's like 70 here. And this whole week is going to be like perfect Chamber of Commerce weather. It's going to be like highs in the mid-70s, lows in the mid-60s.
Yeah, not here.
And like we are almost no chance of rain.
We are raining every single day from Tuesday until Friday.
That's awful.
Up here in the Great Lakes.
Which lake is that?
That's Holmes, all 5 of them. Huron, Ontario, Michigan,
right, but
Erie.
which one is your closest lake to you?
I'm closest to Huron. I'm closest to Lake Huron. We're
so you in upper Michigan, lower Michigan, I guess.
I'm southeast Michigan, just a little bit outside of Detroit.
No kidding.
Yep. Actually, I think Erie might. I'm bad. I don't even know what lake's closest.
I was going to say the Detroit River's right there. You're pretty much leaking right into Erie at that point in time.
We're kind of split. We're kind of splitting between Huron and Erie. I guess technically Lake St. Clair would be the closest to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Great
and
fishing.
With that, turning around and looking at the screen, and we are green. Holy cats. I am not doing well today. But we'll get there. So who's your pick on this one, brother?
I am going Paperclip Punisher, Ryan Priest.
Are you now?
Yeah, that's my pick in my Survivor League this week. I'm sticking to it.
I'm with you. I feel like this is going to be a Dennis day. You get him on the pole, and he's And I'm going to try to go a little lighter shade of green today. I've been getting hate mail about the shade of green that I've been picking, and it's too dark. So I'm going to try to go with the lighter shade of green today.
That looks like a nice green flag green.
Well, thank you. I'll see what we'll do. Kelby Klein, thanks for joining in today. Kelby Klein thinking that our boy Bubba is going to be the one. I think you're a little early on this call, Kelby. Let's give him a little bit more time. Maybe when it's all said and done, Bubba will be in the Hall of Fame. But right now, I think he's got a little bit more to prove before he's Hall of Fame.
I mean, if he can, I think a championship and then a few win, if he can get in that 20-30 win ballpark with a championship, I mean, let's
be honest. If you've got a championship and your name's not Bill Rexford, you're going to be in a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And that's my hill that I want to die on, that Bill Rexford needs to be in a Hall of Fame, and I need to get people on board with that. Look at our boy Brock coming in from New Zealand. Good to see you, buddy boy. Hope the weather's good for you over there. They're on the downhill side of summer in New Zealand.
Which is just wild to think about.
Absolutely.
I couldn't oh man, a nice hot January day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy to wrap my head around.
Kelby is pumped up about Bubba Wallace. That is a bold, hot take there, Kelby. But we will be glad to be around
Oh yeah,
for the championship of the season, and we'll see where we're at.
boy, they're getting
Superfan Molly Castellino thanking me for the lighter shade of green. She was one of my hate mailers about the green. So glad to have you on here. Glad to have everybody on here. Apologize for the chaos here at the beginning. I looked at the wrong page on Jayski and looking at the O'Reilly race, which went green at 4:30 something yesterday.
Oh no.
So I thought we were going live at 4:30, and then I went to set my fantasy lineup and it said it locked at 3:30, and I'm like, they usually don't lock an hour before the race. And then I pulled Jayski back up and I'm like, oh, snikes. So here we are.
We're here. That's all that's the important part.
We are here. We are green. Just like Chassé Elliott's car. Oof.
Yeah,
I'm never a fan of that universe.
Me neither, man.
It's too close to teal, and I have a hatred of the color teal.
If we're gonna hate on shades of green, that's a shade of green worth hating on.
Absolutely, 100%. So we're already 10 laps into the first 80 stage. Dennis is already a half second ahead of Byron. Josh Berry sitting in that third spot. Tyrone Gibbs is fourth. Austin Cindric rounding out your top five. Just for Brock, the Giz is in sixth. Tyler Reddick cruising ready for another win in seventh. Logano's having a really strong weekend in eighth. Hocevar is ninth. And Christopher Bell rounding out your top 10. We Logano going by Reddick for the seventh spot.
Man, SVG being the best Trackhouse driver of the season so far is just didn't see it even in my wildest dreams.
Curious development to say
it really is.
So I got a guy in one of my NASCAR fantasy leagues that was actually complaining that Lee Pulliam did not deserve to be racing in the O'Reilly series yesterday. And I'm like, can you give me some basis for that?
Yeah.
The guy's a 4-time national champion. He's got 2 Martinsville grandfather clocks from the late model race. He's a South Boston champion, which is an amazing accomplishment for anybody not named Peyton Sellers, who seems to do it on a regular basis. And I don't have any clue how many late model races he's won. But
it's a lot. It's a big number.
Well into the hundreds.
Yeah.
It's well into the hundreds.
Yeah.
And I was actually chatting with him the other day, asking, since he's started off strong this year, is there any consideration about trying to go for a 5th national championship to tie Philip Morris? And he's like, yeah, I don't think we're ready for that yet. So we will see. But I mean, I can't wrap my arms around how you would think he didn't deserve that shot yet.
I think it's if you're sticking him in at Sonoma, yeah, maybe he's a little over his head.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Don't throw him in at Daytona. Don't throw him in at Sonoma.
Exactly. But if there's anywhere he should run, it's Martinsville. If there's anywhere where it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, it's Martinsville.
It's the Josh Berry formula. It's the same thing, you know?
It's the same exact thing.
And I hate that it played out the way it did. Because I think if he hadn't had the pit road penalty, he would have had fresher tires at the end, and we could have seen a whole different deal.
Yeah. I remember Bubba Pollard at Richmond. That was, that's what I was thinking back to during that whole thing. Was Dale did the same thing for Bubba with that start at Richmond a couple years ago. Just takes these late model guys and it's like, yeah, sure, go over on Xfinity and see what happens.
You want to know how bad Trey Lyle's day is? He is at Martinsville for the race. We are 20 laps into the stage, and he's sitting in the media center focusing on Purdue basketball. That's how bad his life is messed up.
Did Purdue not lose yesterday?
No, they didn't lose. They got the living dog crap beat out of them. That was not just a loss.
I mean, I can't speak on March Madness because I'm a Michigan State fan and we got our butts kicked too. But
yeah, you helped wreck my bracket on Friday.
Yeah,
I had Iowa State and Michigan State in the Final Four, and they both lose on Friday. And then I had Purdue pick to win it all, and they lose on Saturday. So yeah, my bracket erupted into a huge ball of flames.
Yeah,
between Friday and Saturday.
As soon as we hit UConn, I knew that it was we could win, obviously, but I was like, yeah, I'm fully expecting either getting pounded or a close game that we heartbreakingly lose, and it was kind of a little bit of both.
I'm always a believer in Izzo. He's just an amazing coach.
Awesome dude, too.
And that was the thing that I was so mad about yesterday. I have no problem if we play a good game and we get beat.
Mm-hmm.
But that second half was an absolute embarrassment. I mean, we were god awful. And it's the same thing every year. Every year it's Sweet 16, Elite 8, and they rip my heart out.
Yep. That's kind of the way it goes for state too. We just,
Well, yeah, but you've won a couple, right?
Yeah, we got the one in 2000, but that, I was 2 years old at that point. I don't remember that one. So we've had a couple Final Fours in my lifetime. That's cool. That's always cool. But
yeah. So the Final Four for us a couple 3 years ago was the first time in 44 years for me.
I didn't realize Iowa had not been to the Sweet 16 since God knows how long.
Yeah, in forever.
It's funny because I have friends in Iowa, and one of my buddies, I was like, this is the first time you guys have been to the Sweet 16 since like 98, since like the Clinton administration or whatever. And he was like, it was like, yeah. And I was like, the things I take for granted, we're there almost every year.
Right.
I mean, that's our floor typically is Sweet 16.
Glad to have you, Liam Anderson Motorsports. We appreciate everybody that takes the time to log in with us and check us out every Sunday-ish. Although we won't be here next week. Next week is Easter.
Easter.
We will not be doing that one. Although I did find out that yesterday I got tickets for Rockingham.
Very nice.
So I'm going to be up there doing some work at the same time as attending the race. Some business type discussions are go on while I'm at the track. So that's good. I'm not sure what this little thing is. So I can't.
I don't. I think it's supposed to be like a string.
It looks like
a hurricane. Carson. They're probably talking about Carson Hocevar.
A snail to me. Oh, all right. I get you. Well, thanks, Rico. You might want to put some subheadings on to help us that aren't too hip.
I have a full screen of the baseball promo right now, so I can't even see where Carson's running. I'm assuming it's in the top 10, though.
Hocevar was in the top 10 a minute.
He's 10th, I assume correctly.
We're in pre-race meeting right now with Dennis's crew.
Yeah, I'm slightly behind you this time. I lost my my edge because of races are on cable now, so I can't rip from my antenna anymore.
I gotcha. All right, well, hold on. I will pause here. We're going down the back stretch at 32 out of 60. So I'm going to come through 3 and 4 with Dennis in that glorious Bob's paint scheme. He is at the line freezing it.
Okay. I am in their little pre-race meeting. He's
gotcha.
He's okay. I'm getting there. He's going through 1 and 2 right now.
Hello, Billy Boy. William Sanders in with the gang. Appreciate you being here, brother. Hope you had a good week.
He's coming out of 4 for me right now. And play it.
All right. You know what I would love to see come back at Martinsville? They'll never do it.
Huh.
But I would love to see them have the curb on the inside of the corners be the real curb like it used to be. I mean, it used to be 90 degrees to the pavement. If you got your tire down there and you hit that thing, you were going to the pits because it was ripping it off the rim.
I thought you were going to say you wanted to paint it like red and white again or something like that. You just straight up.
No, I want the straight
Splitter
up
Destroyer 9000.
Yeah. Because this thing, I mean, if you really want to get creative, you could drive up on that and drive down through there. The other really old school. The really old school thing where they used to have like grass and bushes down there along the inside wall.
Yeah.
That's fun to see. And yes, Hocevar is in 10th place right now. The Giz is still hanging around in 6th.
Boy, there's a lot of lap traffic right now for the leader.
You know what's just heart-wrenching to me right here?
I have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
I didn't even wrap my head around it.
Is it the 8 car?
We're only doing 400 laps. Today.
Yeah.
What?
I think they made the spring race 400 and the fall race 500.
Right, and everybody knows my take on this thing that hangs around. By the way, Brian Nolan is supposed to be joining us shortly. He got called into work today, so he's running a little bit behind, but he will be joining us. But no, I want all Cup races to be 500 miles.
I think we need more.
Would be 963 laps at Martinsville. And I think that would be amazing because you're not going to have brakes last the whole race.
No, you're going to have to come changes
in and change brakes. It would be amazing.
You're going to have to change everything. You're going to have to change suspension. You're going to have to do a full service in the pits.
It would be phenomenal.
Looks like the 42 is going a lap down here.
Zilish is in 30th. He has been less than impressive in his debut.
You know, it's so tough.
Austin Hill already a lap down. Stenhouse Jr. already a lap down.
Oh, got a pass for the lead here.
Denny is just stuffed in some.
I tell you what, it's that 42 car he reminds me of Ryan Newman. He is so freaking stubborn. Like when the leaders are trying to put him a lap down, he does not like going a lap down.
Well, to be fair, that's what.
No, yeah, that's the game for sure.
Yeah, now
that's the game.
Once you're a lap down, and then you try to be a pain in the ass going 2 laps down, no.
Yeah,
you deserve it. You deserve to be punted when that's going on.
Yeah, well, the nose is all
now, but old Joshua Berry is sticking his nose up in here too.
Looks like the nose is punched in too on that 42 car. I wonder how that happened.
Probably screwed it up on the start.
Yeah, Martinsville. That's how he punched the nose in. It's Martinsville.
Look at Stenhouse's paint scheme today.
Yeah.
That's very black.
So it's an interest. I can't imagine it's cool in the car, with an all black.
I don't know that the paint scheme on the car makes much.
I'm curious. I wonder if drivers notice that if an all black paint scheme attracts more heat into the car.
Sounds like a question for Pocono.
There we go. Middle of summer too.
Oh man, William, I thought we were working on this old girlfriend baby mama financial situation last week. Now she's coming after you for child support, dude. We can't have this going on, man. Dennis getting ready to put Byron back down one. Byron drifts up, realizing that Dennis is faster. That's what you do at Martinsville. Rather than putting yourself in a situation where you're side by side using your stuff up and Barry's able to get up in there and get the second spot away.
Get sporty.
You stick your nose up into the high lane for a lap. Now, the other one we're watching for is Mr. Blaney here. Blaney is something at Martinsville.
Yeah. I feel like he's better in the fall, though.
True statement. He's almost always better in the fall. And how about shout out to our man Keswalski with his 600th start today. Said in the media availability this week that 800 is his bogey. Once he gets to 800 starts, he plans on hanging it up.
That's a lot.
If you do the math, that gives him 5 more shots at the Daytona 500.
Wow. How old is he now?
He's pushing 42, I think.
I mean, I guess, yeah, that's not that unreasonable.
Pull up the old Googles.
That's not that unreasonable. Race until you're 47, 48. That's not that. It's been done.
Why did you bring me here? Look at me. Turned 42 on February 12th.
Not bad. So, yeah, that's 42. Yeah, I know it's funny because It sounds like a lot, but it's very doable, assuming he doesn't miss any races.
In modern times, it's not as much. And in fact, in older days, it was even more common because guys didn't make it to the Cup Series till they were 30.
Yeah.
You know, so back then you weren't in the Cup Series that long.
You weren't in the Cup Series at 19.
Exactly. We're here for you, Billy Boy. We appreciate you and we support you, and anything we can do to help you out, man, let us know. I don't know what we can do and things like that, but you got a family here, brother, and we are glad to have you. Oh, I got to finish getting my banner ready for the end of stage. I think I got stage 1 ready. I got to get ready for stage 2. Nope, I got stage 2 ready. I got to finish getting stage 1 cleaned up.
We are getting close to it. Lap 52. It's crazy how the laps just disappear.
Exactly why 400 laps is a stupid length for a cup race here.
Yeah. Imagine if they tried that at Bristol. Imagine if they chopped 100 laps off Bristol, or
It'd be terrible.
I'm a huge Bristol guy. I absolutely adore that place. I'm going in a couple of weeks. I'm camping out. Got my tent and stuff all ready to rock.
I did the camping thing a few years back. I had a buddy of mine that goes up there every year, and they had a campsite, and he invited me to come. So I zipped by Walmart and picked up a one-man pup tent.
Yeah.
And went and set it up and figured out it was about 5.5 feet long, and I'm 6'3". So
shoot.
Long story short, my feet got wet on Saturday night because it rained while we were camping, and my feet were sticking out of the fly of the tent.
Yeah, I think
it was a great experience, and I've been to Bristol numerous times covering the event, and
they do a great job over there.
It is an amazing. I haven't been there to show how slack I've been about going to the track. I have not been there since they put up the big scoreboard.
Oh wow, really?
So that's what, 6 or 7 years.
Yeah, probably. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Colossus.
That's a sad thing. Colossus, exactly.
It is. It's a little weird. It's a little sketchy, honestly.
I have looked at that thing, and I'm like, that doesn't seem safe. I mean,
it's sketchy enough.
Like a lot of weight on some skinny little cable.
It's sketchy enough at like a basketball game or something. It's weird being in the infield, and you look up, and it's like, are we sure that's rated for that heavy? Like, are we sure these wires are?
I have to feel like this isn't some kind of redneck thing, and they've had to go through a lot of.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
engineering proof of concept.
I mean, they had a what was it? Helene? Was it Helene that ripped through that area and Colossus stood tall? And then they had I remember they had like really bad flooding a few years ago and stuff, and that they get some nasty stuff out there.
Oh yeah, it always is funky weather up there. Dang, we're coming up to 20 laps to go. Your big movers so far: Ryan Preece up 6, Blaney and Dylan up 4, Boucher is up 3.
Yeah, Preece is knocking on the door of the top 10 here. Right behind old Carson Hocevar.
He's trying to ride the Dente.
I went to Chili's the other day for the first time, and I don't know how long.
There you go. I can't remember the last time I went to a Chili's, other than picking up DoorDash to take to other people.
Yeah. I did not realize how expensive Chili's is. I went and got like the 5 chicken crispers or whatever. It's like $18-19.
Went to Bojangles yesterday. 8-piece Supremes. No drink, no fries, just 8 pieces of chicken. It was $16.
Wow.
I'm like, that is rough.
That's rough. That's not fun. I like the Bojangles stuff though. I'm a big fan of their breakfast. Every time I'm down south and I go to racing or wherever, I always got to stop there for for,
You have
Rex.
to for your bow rounds, man.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Finley, to be fair, there's a lot of things that had me down. Rexford is one of them because whenever I think of Martinsville, I think about the men's room in the media center that has a picture on the wall of Bill Rexford winning at Martinsville. So that always brings Bill back to the forefront of my mind. But also very down because the Boilermakers looked like complete dog doo in the final 8 yesterday and had a 7-point lead at halftime and got outscored by somewhere close to 30 points in the second half. It was grotesque. It really was. So thank you for your concern. I appreciate you, brother.
SVG doing a good job hanging in there. Still 6th.
He's hanging there. He's holding station. And to be fair, there hasn't been a lot of movement up there in the top 10. I mean, Reddick slid back a couple spots, but everybody else, Byron held the lead for just a brief stint.
Yeah.
And at this point, he's just hanging out 7/10 back. Gains a little, lose a little, but nothing special going on. Don't look now. Kyle Busch is a lap down.
Yeah.
That is just
I sent the graphic to one of my buddies about their qualifying position, and it was like 32nd, 33rd, and 37th or something like that. I mean, it's just the whole organization is off. And there goes Austin Dillon going a lap down.
Yeah, Dillon's going a lap down. Hamlin's got Custer in the sights. He'll be down here before long, which that's what I was just trying to look at. We're close to 30 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, I think
not even that. 25.
Yeah.
Custer just went down a lap. Well, he's not down a lap, but they're showing him on the pylon down a lap.
Do we
so it's about to be 24 when Custer goes down a lap.
12 to go. How nice is Denny going to be with Briscoe trying to put him a lap down?
Depends on how long it takes him to get by Custer here, because Custer looks like he's putting up a bit of a fight. If it takes him 2 or 3 laps, he may not. But if I had to call it, I don't think he's going to mess around.
Yeah. Well,
especially because you got a pretty good gap in front of Briscoe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, you could just
buy him. I feel like he may get by him, but they'll let him get the free pass.
Yeah.
But with 10 to go, I don't think you want to mess around and let Byron get too close to you.
Yeah.
Barry was up there mixing it up, and now he's 3 seconds back.
Yeah, it looks like, based on the intervals, he might have a mirror full of Austin Cindric. And there it is. How about that? I should produce this stuff.
Look at you. You should be producing
I should produce this stuff. Come on. To be fair, that is a decent chunk of my day job. So
that's awesome. So William giving you some love on your diecast setup there.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I've got my these are my in-person race wins, the races that I've been to, seen the winners from all those races. I've got a few more without showing how dirty my current man cave is. Got a few over here.
You don't want to see dirty and looking at my man cave, brother.
Yeah, I got clothes and stuff on the floor. It's not a pretty sight now, but
I have Christmas decorations. I have a non-functioning television set. I got all sorts of stuff. And yes, Mr. Finley, in all honesty, I think that the Pioneer ballot thing is for anybody that has been at it for a while. And I mean, to be fair, it's over 50 years that Elder was in the sport. He was 50 years ago that he started. So we'll see. I don't know. The whole Hall of Fame's hullabaloo this week has been.
They picked a really opportune time to announce the nominees. Especially putting Randy LaJoy on there, you know. Randy LaJoy was an interesting one for me.
We need to revamp the nominating committee.
Yeah.
The nominating committee has far too much of a France influence to it. And that needs to be changed.
I mean, it's got to be Harvick and Biffle for the modern era, right? I mean, that's.
Yeah. I mean,
If they're,
Harvick's a given because he's a champion.
yeah. And Biffle, you know, especially given everything that.
Apparently we got a caution for something.
Before the end of the stage. They're showing Cody Ware, so.
Yeah.
What on earth is that paint scheme, too? Oh, man. I think Hamlin passed Allgaier, so that would be the 48 car getting the free pass and not his teammate.
So the 42 is coming up here running into the 51, right in front of the leader.
Boy, and then he pinched the one. I think the 42 might have got shucked as well, though. I think the 42 might have got ran over a little bit. I don't think that was fully his fault. It's going to end the stage, though.
Yep. So let me type up our stage finishing order here real quick. Tyrone Gibbs getting him a top 5.
Yeah. Van Gisbergen held pretty decent. P6. Priest got that final point. Josh Berry, that's big for them. 8 stage points for the 21 car.
Yes, that's a bunch. Blaney in the mix. He's the one I still think you got to watch out for.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, you got to watch out for Reddick because, you know, that's what he does.
It's 2026.
He just hangs around, and then he gains 7 spots in the last 10 laps and wins the race.
Just sandbags the whole race and then flips the old Michael Waltrip Racing jet fuel switch, and there he goes.
That's it. The nitrous.
Mm-hmm.
That's that great story of old when Felix Sabates first came in, and they were at Daytona. Somebody was joking around and said something about the nitrous, and so they came into the media center for something. And somebody asked a question, and Sabates was like, well, thankfully, we got the new nitrous on our car. And needless to say, there was a thorough investigation of the car after that.
Yeah.
And the co-owners were less than happy. Right? They've already taken a flag for the stage, right?
Yeah, they're in a commercial for me.
All right. I'm trying to catch back up because I put it on pause so that I could type up the stage finishing order.
Yeah, we're in a full screen commercial right now.
Is it Trilogy?
I had a Home Depot, and now I just have a commercial break in progress.
With the guy that looks like Roger Staubach.
Now I've got a local commercial.
We love local commercials.
It's actually local to Florida because I'm the TV account I'm signed into thinks I'm in Florida.
That's awesome.
So I've got a Grand Prix of Long Beach commercial.
Who ended up winning the Indy race anyway? I had to do some stuff, so I missed the end of the race.
Alex Palou led every single lap outside of cycles.
Yeah, I saw that.
It looked like Lundgaard was going to have a shot.
I was going to say, Lundgaard looked like he was good. Did they go to softs for the last 20 laps?
I can't remember. I know they had a bad pit stop that killed them. They had like the right rear wouldn't go on. It was like a 20-second stop, and they just.
Oof. Yeah, because with like 20 to go, he was leading, and he came in, and they were talking about he would put on softs, and that was when I had to come upstairs and do some stuff. All right, are you looking at flyovers of racetracks and a car doing donuts in the desert?
Something like that. Ford commercial, yeah. Yep, car doing donuts, fly over in the desert. Yeah, I'm maybe 5 seconds back.
Just said the love of racing. Ready, set, Ford.
I am seeing the love of racing. It's in every Ford. Ready, set, Ford. And now
All right,
I'm in
so
black.
this is gonna be a bummer because I gotta pause it with Harvick on my TV for like 30 seconds. It's a terrible development.
I see Harvick right now. Can't hear what he's saying though.
It's a blessing, son. Tell me.
Well, I think the whole Gen Z slang bit that's gotta die. The whole Harvick saying Gen Z slang it was funny at first, like 2 years ago when he first got on the broadcast, but now it's like, all right.
Yeah, it's time to let
man.
it go.
Yeah.
Time to let it go. Billy Sellers has Dale Sr. and Richard Petty swag in his garage. Outstanding.
I've got a hat that's a dual auto Petty and Jones. I got that. I got the Petty autograph. I've got his autograph twice. I got it once at Michigan when they announced Eric Jones's extension. They had a whole tailgate thing. Petty was there, got it there, and then I got it signed. I got another Petty auto at the 2023 Southern 500. I may or may not have accidentally ended up in the garage area when I wasn't supposed to be. I ran into him back there. It's a great track too, Darlington. That's awesome.
I have never gotten Richard's autograph, but I've been around him numerous times, and one of the highlights of my media life was when Ford announced the Fusion coming to NASCAR, and they did an unveil in the garage at Charlotte on like a Tuesday or whatever. Yeah. But I'm sitting in the front row, and there's like 5 open seats next to me, and all these Ford execs come walking out to sit down, and Richard Petty sits next to me.
Oh, that's freaking sweet.
I got to chat with him for like 20 minutes. It was phenomenal.
Awesome.
And then the other one, before I was in media, I was at the time, I think it was Busch Race, might have been nationwide, at Charlotte. And I was sitting, we had super cheap seats. We were like 4 rows up behind the flagman. But, we're at the track, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And sure enough, who comes and sits directly in front of us but Richard Petty?
Can't see over that big hat.
Richard Petty in row 3 behind the flagman at a Busch Race. And it was very weird. But yeah, so I've had numerous times to be around him, but those 2 interactions were really cool.
I always appreciate how willing he is to stop and talk, because it's like, obviously he's way before my time. I never got to see him race. So sitting and actually like being able to talk with him is cool, because he will, like, if you get him he'll sit down and chat. And he hung around after the event in Michigan for a while and just chatted with everyone.
Yeah, he's awesome like that. All right, Finley, who is Nab? Nab will likely get in because his stats speak for themselves, and there are a fair amount of voters who do not vote much past that on Pioneers.
Herb Nab from the Pioneer ballot for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, all right, gotcha. And yes, Brock, you're correct. We are on the 20-lap caution because we're at Martinsville on the stage break.
So much fun wasting all these laps.
It infuriates me. And especially now today, when we've lost 100 laps, we're going to burn 40 in 2 stage breaks.
Yeah. Well, and it's the worst because the caution came out right before the stage. So there's like 3 more laps that you're just going to burn,
Yeah, because they just screw around.
Yeah.
But I do too, William. It's cool to go, or Billy. I should call you Billy. I like to go to the Petty Museum too, just because, again, you get to see stuff that is truly, truly iconic in the sport.
There's very few items that made me like kind of pause, and one of them was the Henry Ford Museum here in Dearborn had a Superbird at one point. That was nice. I forget the significance of it, but seeing the giant wing and all that.
Greatest car ever made.
Yeah. Yeah.
I that is my dream vehicle. Always has been. Always will be. I had a chance to get one when I was in high school.
Oh man.
For $2,500.
Wow.
I had $2,000 in the bank, and my dad would not loan me the extra $500 to get it. Now, to be fair, if I'd gotten it, I probably would have wrecked it and totaled it. It's great to wax nostalgic that I could have had $1 million car, but
yeah,
in reality, it would be a square block of scrap metal in a junkyard somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could have had a Superbird for $2,500.
That's such a sweet car.
But yeah, I will never forget it. My first one, I was coming home from church, and you came out of church, went down the street. There was a liquor store on the right-hand side that was owned by somebody that was from our church. And as we're headed down the road, this grabber green Superbird comes out of the liquor store and pulls in front of us to go up onto the ramp to get on the interstate. And I remember that color and the shape and that big wing in the back. And I'm like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
and
I
have wanted one since then, which at the time I would have been 5 or 6 years old. And I have wanted it my entire life.
I have always, for me, it's always been the GT40, the original 1966 GT40.
Right. Yeah,
that's being from Michigan, that was kind of like our puff your chest out moment, where
absolutely
this little company from right in the backyard goes across to France and beats Ferrari just to beat them.
Thanks for the clarification there, Michael. Billy's got him a new girlfriend now.
How about that?
Song? I feel like there's a song. I got a new girlfriend.
I can think of my best friend's girlfriend. Is that the Cars?
You got that? Yeah. Now you got me thinking. I believe that is the Cars.
I think it is too.
Hey, look, Jimmy Johnson hanging out.
Oh yeah. Probably talking about Hootie.
Could be.
Old Darius Rucker joining the club.
It seems like we're about to have another one of these periods where a bunch of celebrity types start pumping money into NASCAR again.
The Hall of Fame racing stuff.
That every 10 years or so, we have these periods where people show up, don't know squat about racing, but they hear about it and they think it's cool, so they decide to dump some money in it. I mean, that's the thing that I respect about Jordan, that a lot of people think it was just a money thing, but he's been a NASCAR fan his whole life.
Yeah, so and he's at the track all the time.
Frequently, yeah.
All the time he's at the track, I mean, that's it's not like he's there just to be there. He's there giving a crap, and he talks all the time about how it fuels kind of that competitive piece that he still has in him,
For sure. For sure.
He did a big thing with CBS that they've been running for the last couple of weeks where he talked with Gayle King and they did a whole feature on him and the lawsuit and all that stuff. And
yeah, I saw a little clip this morning on Facebook about that.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent watch.
I didn't bug him this morning, but I'm still trying to get Lee Pulliam to come on here as a guest host.
That would be cool. And
I was bugging him about it leading up to this weekend, and he's like, dude, I'm going to be so hungover from celebrating the win. And, he was joking. He was joking somewhat, but in reality, he was honest.
He came darn close. I mean,
that is not a good development.
No, it's not. And oh boy, is this Nikes? Oh, of course it was Kyle Busch. Oh no.
That was not good.
Man.
Where is that tire going? Somebody ought to catch that.
Well, it was. Oh my God!
I mean, it's his own tire that went to the wall and bounced back.
Well,
out.
in fact, it was fully in front of his car, and he still ran it over.
Yeah, you can't see that close to your hood from inside the car because you're down pretty.
Tell you what, it's a good thing that tire.
So
hit
the
door.
Look at this. We are coming up on 15 laps completed in the second stage, and we haven't gone.
We haven't. No. So we're gonna have an 85 lap at best.
Yeah, it won't be that much. There'll probably be a caution.
Yeah, they're probably gonna.
Although we didn't have a caution until no, actually, we had 2 cautions in the first stage.
Oh, that outside's hanging tough.
Yeah, but the inside's going to have the advantage, and the outside you're just using your stuff up, trying to be out there. Don't look now, but Tyrone's sitting in there in the third spot. You know what I finally have been noticing down here in the Myrtle Beach area of late? Bob's commercials.
Oh, yeah?
Really hadn't been seeing Bob's before now, but all of a sudden in the last week or two, the Bob's have been showing up. We like to see that.
It's funny how that works, where I won't notice a brand, know they ever exist, and then all of a sudden they get involved with NASCAR, and I see them everywhere. That trucking company that sponsors Ty Gibbs, I had never heard of them, never seen them before, and now all of a sudden I see them all the time. The Saya Freight or whatever it is, I forget how you say it.
Look at Billy got him a personal video with Stevie.
That's cool.
Nicks. I don't know if you should make that public knowledge. Brock, keeping me honest. Got to have that green flag banner. God dang it. Thank you, Brock. Jesus, how do you let me forget this through the whole stage? Son of a biscuit.
I forgot too.
Terrible host. Terrible host. Thank you, Brock. In honor of our boy Brock, if you're looking for a tequila that's additive-free, small batch, 100% blue agave, born in the highlands of Jalisco with no fake flavors or no BS, meet Billy's Tequila. Life is a race. Celebrate the race of life. Or at billystequila.com, use code RACER to save 5%. Don't look now, but Logano heading forward, or more likely Byron going backwards. We got to send Billy a bottle of Billy, or Brock a bottle of Billy. Yeah. We should send Billy a bottle of Billy.
Yeah. He might have
drown his sorrows dealing with his girlfriend. Here comes Blaney. I like that paint scheme of Blaney's. Of Blaney's paint schemes, I think that's my favorite one.
Well, even ever since they, said they were moving the number back, that was one of the ones where I was like, okay, this I can deal with that if they're going to move the number, Oh, there he goes, Gregson around. And that is going to bring out a caution.
I would assume, but it's not there yet. Oh, but he's not moving. There we go.
Yeah. I like how they've been doing that this year.
I do too.
Giving it a second to breathe and
to quote the old advertising campaign, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am on board with the delays in dispersing the caution. Fuel. Everybody sing Metallica now. 14% alcohol.
Boy, oh boy.
I like it. I like it a lot.
What's Four Loko? Four Loko is what, 10%, or is that?
No, but the Stig is in the house. Back. Hey, Stig. How you been, buddy? We miss you, man. He always chimes in with when the Billy's reads happen, so we appreciate seeing the Stig. And speaking of Billy, Billy's drinking moonshine. That's what we're talking about, brother.
Just got tagged. 16.
Just a little love tap out there. He was trying to get back down into a hole that
wasn't there.
They had already decided they were going to fill it in. So you'll have that. Chastain running him up the track because he's got somebody inside of him. And then there were too many cars and too little of space.
I got to see where Trackhouse as an organization is running right now, because this is something that's just been itching my brain all year. We got the 97 in 9th, the 1 in 20th, and the 88
It's like
is
36th.
Yeah, I mean, that's just. Yeah, I didn't expect Zilich to come in and win a bunch of races and do what he did last year in Xfinity, but
No, but I thought he would finish mid-pack. I thought you'd have a lot of 15th place finishes.
15th, 20th, 15th,
and,
yeah.
You know, and then they went to Coda and he got shafted, and it just kind of
just hasn't gotten good.
The luck hasn't been on his side.
No.
And, you know, and some of that's been his fault, some of it hasn't. But Keselowski building submarines again this weekend.
There's your hot dogs.
Now we're talking.
I have never been to Martinsville for a Martinsville dog.
Oh, that is horrid.
I know.
You want to go to Martinsville for a good time. Come down for the late model race.
Yeah.
The late model
race, the 300 lapper
is an experience, my friend. That is a good time.
Yeah, that was the one track in that kind of southeast pocket, you know, of like Darlington, Charlotte, Bristol, you know, that little ballpark that I didn't get to. I used to live just outside of Baltimore.
And say, did you go to Richmond?
Oh yeah, I hit Richmond.
Okay. Yeah,
hit Richmond.
Richmond is, for a long time, was my favorite track outside of Indianapolis.
Indianapolis is a different. Yeah, that's a different.
Will
animal.
always be my favorite track. Yeah. But you got to have the whole shebang.
See, I don't like slaw, so I can get on board with that.
No. You got to have the whole Monty.
I want to like coleslaw so bad. I just can't do it. I just can't bring myself to like coleslaw.
I mean, the thing that I have grown into, because when I was a kid, I wouldn't touch it. And then as I grew up, I started eating it. And there are different types of coleslaw. You get some that are a lot more vinegar based.
Yeah.
You get some that are a lot more creamy. You even get some that are a barbecue slaw that are more of a red sauce, which are really
interesting.
Good. And then of late, the whole pickle craze has gone to another level. And you've now got people making dill flavored slaw.
That's wild.
So it's got a more of
like a pickly
feel to it. Yeah. And that is really good. He does Brock, but the thing is, he's got the talent and he's got the mental approach to do it. And that's where I think it's going to take a little time, but I think everybody knows just from watching him that they know he's got the talent and he's got the intestinal fortitude. It's just going to be a little while.
Well, and I don't think the organization is where they want to be either. I think, you know, I don't think the cars are there for him either. You know, if the car was, if we saw Chastain running 10th and SVG running 10th every week and Connor's back there in 30th,
Connor's running 30th, and it's a different story.
We got a problem. But the fact that he's right back there racing with his teammate, you know, and then somehow SVG just found the oval infinity stone and now he can turn left, you know.
Well, and to be fair, Martinsville is a track that has always lent itself to good road course racers because it is straight line braking. You're on the brakes and you get off the brake before you turn the car. And
I think
that's a road course technique.
I always think Pocono too. I mean, Pocono is a road course with 3 left turns, you know.
Pocono's always been one of my favorite tracks just because there's no way to be good in all 3 corners.
Yeah.
So you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, you have to sacrifice.
You have to figure out how to navigate whichever one of the 3 corners is not going to work for you.
Yeah.
And you have to compromise. And it's cool watching how people approach it. Now, I assume we're doing team orders here?
I would assume. I'm stunned at Hamlin. I mean, it would have to be. That's the only reason Hamlin would pick the outside, I would think.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Now you watch.
Especially with 2 Penske guys behind him.
If Tyrone doesn't give him slack.
Oh, yeah. He's
there you go. He already did. Yeah, we're good. And Logano's got Tyrone off the ground going into turn 1.
Tyler Reddick hanging up there still. Bubba Wallace making some progress. Now Gibbs is just playing defense against the two Penske guys. It always throws me off when Cindric runs that Menards car because it's just my brain associates it with Blaney.
Yeah, you keep thinking it's Blaney. So we're 34 laps into stage number 2. Hamlin is in first, Gibbs in second, Cindric third, Logano fourth, Byron is in fifth, Tyler Reddick in sixth. The Giz is hanging in seventh, now up to sixth. They're going to bounce back and forth a little bit. Joshua Berry is in eighth, Ryan Blaney in ninth, and Ryan Priest. It's a Ryan clan hanging out at the back of the top 10. So you know what's been interesting this year is we have not had the preponderance of Bs in the top 10. Last year, almost, I would say 90% of the races, most of the race, we had 5 guys whose names began with a B.
It was Bell, Byron, Briscoe, Barry.
Yep. Every week you had it. And this year, for whatever reason, it has not been there.
It's been just Tyler Reddick.
We've been having 3 or 4, sometimes 4, between Briscoe, Blaney, and Byron. But, you know, Barry's not really been up there. Boucher has been up there, but he's struggling again today. He's a lap down because he had pit road problems.
Yeah, he had an issue. I saw him in pit road right before the caution came out for Cody Ware.
Look at Brock trying to get me to do another Billy's read. I'm trying to be nice, Brock. I don't want to inundate you. But at the same time, the laps are already flying by. We're 11 away from the halfway point of the second stage, which when that happens, you'll be getting a Billy's read.
Whoa, somebody just got shucked. I think that was the 47.
Shucked.
Oh, man. I do like that Hardy's paint scheme. That's very nice.
That is. That's kind of an old schoolish look. I really like it. Really like it.
It's a shame to see McDonald's leave the sport, but
yeah, I put a lot of money into Big Arch.
Yep.
Well, I have a hard time with that commercial talking about the Big Arch being the most McDonald's sandwich ever. And I'm like, there is no way that you're going to tell me that you have displaced the Big Mac as the most McDonald's sandwich ever.
No, nothing will ever touch the Big Mac.
I lived through the McDLT, for God's sake. Which I don't think you're old enough to remember that.
It's funny. I have a buddy who's overseas right now in the Philippines on a vacation. He showed me a picture of a McDonald's menu. Have you ever heard of mixed spaghetti?
I have. It's one of those things where somebody was in another country and they showed a picture of it. It's like, you don't find it in the United States.
You can get
they like had the McGetty.
A small drink, a small or medium drink, like I think a McDouble and a mixed spaghetti for like $3.75 in the Philippines.
Nice. Don't look now, but Carl Lawson is moving forward. It's up to 12th.
Chastain moving up a little bit too. Top 15 now. Hocevar fell off. What happened to him?
Probably got stuck.
Oh, he might have pit. I know a bunch of guys
got stuck on the outside.
Or that, yeah. Logano seems to have they seem to have fixed.
This race is going to be done in like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
It's like Watkins Glen last year was done at like 5:30 my time. So what the hell am I supposed to do now?
I get so angry about that whole thing because I'm the let's run the boot guy.
Yeah.
I'm always bitching that we need to run the boot. And I brought that up to the president of the track up there, and he's like, we couldn't do that because we'd have to shorten the race race. And I'm like,
it's already
why?
short.
You've got the shortest race of the entire season.
It's already like 2 hours.
Who cares if you add 60 more miles to the thing?
Yeah.
It's 1 more mile to run the boot.
It's already like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour race. It's already nothing.
At most. And that's with a bunch of cars.
Yeah.
If you go green, it's not even going to be 2 hours. It's just dumb.
I mean, especially because they've got some of the best camping in the series. Like they got people who come from Canada. They got people who come from everywhere.
Is only second to Talladega.
I mean,
it's as good or better than Daytona. It's as good or better than Charlotte. It is right there. Speaking of being right there, we are right there at halfway in stage number 2, and that means that why wait for the party to find you? Bring it home. Order Billy's Tequila right now at billystequila.com and get it delivered straight to your door. This isn't your average tequila. This is additive-free, small batch, 100% blue agave, crafted for those who live bold. Smooth enough to sip, clean enough for cocktails, and built for every victory lap in life. Don't just drink. Celebrate the race of life. Order now. Billy'sTequila.com. Use code RACER to save 5%.
What the fuck did I do?
Bubba Wallace making some progress. Trying to. We got Wallace and Bell side by side. I'm not that entertaining. I'm sorry. Where are they even fighting? 12th. Okay, this whole scrolling ticker.
Tick and scroller.
I hear a lot of people talk about how they want the old scrolling ticker on the top of the screen back. And every time they go to side by side, I just get lost. I think that the ticker we got's fine.
The one I hate is on the CW for the O'Reilly races because they throw the ads up on the right-hand side of the bottom, and for 3 or 4 minutes, you don't get to see two whole segments of the scoreboard. If you're going to do that, change the last. There's 2 columns showing. Change that second column and roll through all of them.
Yeah, my biggest scoreboard
is
scoring
Denny going to lead 400 laps today?
I
feel like it's about to happen.
I mean, Gibbs is a second off, but that seems like a very 2026 thing to happen. Is Denny Hamlin just? Oh, and then we'll go to Bristol, and Denny will lead another 100 laps or 150 laps. We'll go, because I was looking, the next stretch of races, I talked about this on the mailbox, is here, Bristol, Kansas, Talladega. So he wins today. He could win Bristol. He's darn good at Kansas. I mean, the only wild card, it could be the end of April before we have a winner that's not 45 or 11 with how well these teams are performing.
Right. Although I still feel like Blaney's going to sneak in there.
Yeah, I think he will too. I think Larson will get in there at some point too.
Probably at Kansas.
Yeah.
Why do we go to Kansas twice? I still don't understand it.
I love that track. Kansas is a great place to watch a race.
Awful, man. Awful.
The casino right next door ain't bad either.
Again, that's the only reason we go there twice is because of the stupid casino. Don't look now, but Chassé Elliott trying to claw his way back into the top 10.
Who's the SVG is the top Chevy in 8th. Larson in 9th. Larson's up there now.
Elliott in 12th.
Hocevar dropped like a rock. He's down to 19th. I think he pit though. I think they're on a different strategy.
Yeah, but still
he
was still up there in like 14th.
Yeah, he was up in the top 10.
He's lost ground. Keselowski is just kind of floundering back there with Suarez and Hocevar.
I think this, I don't know if it's the horsepower or what, but this Martinsville race seems more physical than the spring race last year. I remember 2 years ago, the one that Byron led, that was just a snoozer, being so beyond frustrated about how is this the product at Martinsville. So, I mean, we're making progress.
Thank God we're putting horsepower back on them for sure.
I know.
The Stig knows what he's talking about. Loves going to Watkins Glen. Said it's better than anything but the big ovals and Le Mans, which La Ti Da, I've never been to Le Mans.
Me neither.
Maybe one of these days.
Yeah, maybe.
Billy's hoping for Byron. He's always pulling for our boy Byron.
P6 right now.
And you are correct, Stigster. Daryl is always good at Talladega.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he probably should have won Atlanta too.
Billy's now waving the Reddick.
The Reddick? Interesting. Well, they got two good horses, P6 and P7.
So Tyrone is almost a second and a half back.
That was a second not that long ago either.
You know what they got to worry about now with Dennis is a pit road penalty.
Yeah.
This is about that time where he'll come in at the end of stage 2 and get a speeding penalty.
Oh, he's coming up on lap traffic too. There's Cody Ware. I'm interested to see if Barry hangs on to this last stage point here because Bell's been moving.
Lawson is almost 7 seconds back in ninth. Biggest mover since the restart. Lawson and Gilliland are both up 7. Blaney up 5. Boucher up 5. And Suarez is up 3.
There you go. Short track wins in the next gen era. Hamlin, Larson, Byron, Blaney.
Yeah, and
all of them in the top 10 right now.
Blaney's had the best next gen stats at Martinsville. This is funny because Nolan probably thinks he's going to go jumping in here, at like the end of stage 1, and he's going to get here, and we're going to be past halfway.
It's going to be halfway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's. So I was at the Bristol Spring Race last year, and I remember feeling like that race just flew by, and I couldn't remember if it was. I felt like it was because I was not at 100% for the first half of that race. We'll put it
right.
And I went back recently and looked at like the time. That was just a 2-hour 45-minute race. It just went like that because there's no cautions.
If you don't have cautions here. When you don't have cautions and you're running 18-second laps, it doesn't take long.
They just go. Speaking of Bristol, there's a Bristol. Coliseum. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love that place.
I look at it now and it's a shame that it's not what it was, but it is still amazing. Just imagine 100 and some thousand people at a half-mile racetrack. It's wild.
I mean, and it's still overwhelming too when you go up into the grandstands, and I'll never forget my first time walking through the gate and seeing it for the first time in just a giant bowl of seats. And
and then if you have seats that are near the top, and you walk from the bottom to the top, it's like, all right, guess I'm not going to the bathroom all day because I don't want to do that walk again.
Last year for the night race, I was in, how in turns 1 and 2, they have like the terrace on top of all the other stands.
Yeah.
I was sitting up there for the Bristol night race last year, and that was I was holding it for for a good chunk of the race. There's one bathroom up there too. The rest of there's one bathroom at the far end close to the suites. And then there's more bathrooms on the other side of the door, but there's a big old guy guarding the door saying, "Oh, these are for the suites only. You can't use these. They're for the suites." So that was.
And that's when you pull it out and piss on his shoe and go, okay.
Desperate times. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, hey,
you see this line?
I planned this out. My bladder has a timer, and it has officially hit its endpoint.
This is your fault for throwing off my time.
You're going to need some new slip-ons, my friend.
Sorry about your slacks, buddy. $22 to go in stage 2 already. I mean, I know the third stage is longer, but man, we are just flying through this race.
Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.
I'm gonna have time to cook dinner, and it's only 5 o'clock.
Who are these random people with Emmys?
Tell you what, those cameras are crazy to operate. I can't imagine.
The thing that blows my mind and always will is the dudes that do golf.
Oh yeah, tracking the ball.
A golf ball
my God.
Flight from like 200 yards away and follow it.
That's unbelievable.
That is incredible to think those guys.
It's funny because it sounds so simple, just pointing the camera at stuff, and you don't realize until you like have to do it. You know, it's
try to pick up a golf ball from 300 yards away. And follow it. Yeah, good luck with that. I shot photography at a remote control car race one time.
Oh my God.
And that seems like it wouldn't be hard. It was brutally hard.
It sounds
because the change in depth is so fast.
Yeah.
You're trying to pick it up with a semi close-up shot coming out of a corner, going up over a jump and landing down by your feet, and it's
gone already.
Closing like 30 yards in the blink of an eye, and you're trying to turn the lens and follow it. It's intense. It is intense. And I'm with you, Billy Boy. Martinsville is a place unlike any other.
That is one on my short list.
It's another place where camping is an experience, to say the least.
I'll always be partial to my Michigan camping. I love that. That's such a good. We camp it every year. We got an RV.
Nice.
I love when a play action. Yeah.
Finley, I'm with you too, Finley. When a guy does the fake and everybody follows it, and then you realize the quarterback's dancing into the end zone on the opposite side of the field.
I love it when who has the ball.
Look at Billy being a hardcore race fan. He's been to Dayton. I didn't even know Dayton had a racetrack.
Dayton's getting a Buc-ee's here in a couple weeks.
There's some in Ohio, but I didn't remember there being a racetrack in Dayton. Still kind of surprised they never built a racetrack at Kings Island. I always thought that would be a place that they would end up throwing up a racetrack.
Yeah.
Because you're not far from Cincinnati, you're not far from Dayton, you're not too far from Columbus.
Yeah.
It was kind of a great opportunity for a racetrack. We knew what you meant, Billy. We're just giving you a hard time. Just giving you a hard time.
One of these days, I'll finally shell out for the 500. Last year, I went to the fall race at Daytona, and it's one of those things where it's like cool, but it's obviously bucket list racetrack, but the 500, I imagine, is just a different beast.
It is. Absolutely is. It's, and being an Indy guy, I mean, it's the spectacle. I mean, it's just the whole thing because it's the great American race.
Well, that's kind of, I've been to the Brickyard a couple of times, and it's the same, I love it. It's an awesome facility. The place itself is awesome, but you kind of get that little brother feeling a little bit where it's like, yeah, I'm at the second biggest, right?
Yep. Yeah, and I've talked about that in here before when they first came in '94, and it was, I mean, it was Daytona, it was NASCAR,
Yeah.
and we had wanted it forever, and it finally came, and the first time they did qualifying, they had 150,000 people show up.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
And NASCAR was like, "What is this? We usually have like 100 people in the stands for qualifying because it doesn't last
Yeah.
that long and it's not a big deal." But we're from Indy. I mean, qualifying was almost as big as a race. There was 150,000
Yeah.
people qualifying for both pole day and bump day every year.
Yeah.
And we showed up for that like nobody's
Well,
business. And
they
NASCAR was just like, what is going on?
they do a great job too with making it what it is, with having, because like with here with NASCAR, we see all the practices getting killed. It's like the fact that IndyCar has stayed true to like, no, we're doing the month of Indy, we're doing the whole month of
Well, but
practices, and
it's not the month anymore because they do the stupid road course race.
yeah, they do the
And
road course
and,
race too.
and qualifying is not what it used to be, but I mean it's still Indy. And
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't know when you go into the track if you feel it, but Indy and Daytona do it to me all the time. When you come up off 16th Street from under the track and the museum is there, and
Yeah.
you see the front stretch off to your left and the scoring pylon, and it
The
just,
pagoda's
I
sitting
mean,
right there.
I'm getting goosebumps right now doing it because it's just, it is a
It's holy.
feeling
It's
unlike
like a
anything.
holy experience.
You feel the entire
Yeah.
history of the place just overwhelm you when you come in.
Have you been to the museum since they revamped it?
I went in. I haven't been through the whole museum, but I've been into a couple different parts of it for some different stuff. But I haven't gone through the whole thing. It's the thing that's kind of nice and kind of not nice is they have the old photography section still.
Yeah.
But now it's digital. When I was a kid, you could go under the main grandstands on a front stretch into the photography room, and they literally had rows and rows and rows of hanging file folders with 8x10 black and white glossy pictures in them that you could just go through and then go buy them.
Wow.
It was nuts. And I look at it now, and now you pull them up on a computer and you print them out, and it was just so much cooler back then that you were literally picking up copies of pictures. And that's the same thing too. You look at that now that the guys that did those pictures and were catching it on film. I mean, it's wild to think of some of the shots those guys got.
Oh yeah.
Final lap.
Denny Hamlin's having a decent afternoon.
Denny is not having a bad day.
Nope.
He is not having a bad day. Man, did I mess this up? I did mess this up still. God dang. See if
Dennis is not having a bad day.
God dang it. Why can they not show the top 10?
They go right to commercial. They go right to commercial.
Before they show the stupid picture of Denny standing there giving you the side eye. It makes me nuts.
Here, I got you. Top 10 in the stage.
Hang on. I got Cindric was down to 6th. Reddick's is 7th. The Giz is in 8th. Larson 9th, and Barry 10th.
Yep.
All right. So unless something changed at the last second, that should be who we had. But we had a minor shakeup there in the last 5 laps, so it had to be switched up slightly. Uh-oh. Where'd I go? I almost screwed that up. I need to change my number thing to be caution flag. I need to change this thing so that it's yeller. So match my caution flag. And then I hit the wrong show thing again because this thing jumps up when you do it.
I got to plug in my Ethernet cable. Give me 2 seconds here.
All right, I think I got the right one. Byron, Cindric. Yeah, we all good. We are all good. And speaking of good, remember that Billy's Tequila has no additives, small batch, delivered right to your door. Order now at billystequila.com and celebrate the race of life. Don't forget to use code RACER and save 5% on your order. I agree. I agree with you, Michelle. I commented on it when the green flag flew out, that there's a lot of surprisingly empty seats at Martinsville. It's the same. And yes, Michael, we are under caution at the end of the stage, and we'll be at lap 16 or 17 of the final stage when we go back to green.
All right, we're back.
We missed you.
I got a 200-foot Ethernet cable that runs through my entire house because the Wi-Fi up here in this room is not great.
Are you plugged into your neighbor's modem or something so you don't have to pay for it?
No, I wish. It's just this room too. It's like the whole rest of the house is fine. It's just this room. I think it's because the outside is brick, and so I think the brick just screws with everything.
Interesting.
Hat's all crooked.
Where are we? That is not where I should be. All right, what commercial are you watching now?
I got Kevin Harvick again.
Perfect.
I got the full screen now for Kevin Harvick's happy hour. Trying to find a good stopping point.
I say, let me know when you go to aerial shot of the racetrack.
Okay, sweet. Aerial shot of the racetrack.
Give it a minor pause that turns slightly, and then we go. We should be pretty close at this point.
Sweet. The pace car is at the start-finish line for me right now.
They just showed the shot of them coming out of one onto the back stretch.
You might be a little ahead of me. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I just got to that shot right now.
They're diving on the pit lane right now. They just crossed the yellow line. So let me know when they cross the yellow line for pit road for you.
Sweet. And braking for pit road at the yellow line.
There we go. Now we're in sync.
Sweet.
Or close to it anyway. We love you too, Billy. We love all of us, all of y'all that come in and join us on Sundays. It's awesome.
Yes.
Trying to build this thing up. We get more average numbers now than we did last year. So it's growing little by little. And we like I said, I'm trying to get us some cool co-hosts to come in and join. Rodney Childers been ghosting me. It makes me sad.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That'd be a cool one.
I think it's because he knows I'm just going to bug him until he says yes to come on the show. And his Mondays are his honeydew days, so that's his. Uh-oh. I'm suddenly buffering. This is not good. Why am I buffering?
I could see you fine.
No, I'm talking about my feed.
Oh, the race. That's not good.
Connect into the internet now or set it up later. No.
Oh, boy.
I don't need to set it up later. Thank you. What is that?
That doesn't sound good.
My whole screen is now blank.
What service do you got?
And this doesn't make sense because I'm sitting here talking to you. So obviously my internet connection is working. This makes no sense. Did my Roku box take a dump?
I can't stand the Roku boxes. Every experience I've had with the Roku has been a miserable one.
See, I've loved my Rokus.
I'm a big Fire Stick guy.
The TV downstairs is a Fire Stick TV. Why is this telling me it can't connect to my wireless network?
If it makes you feel any better, you're not missing nothing. Just the 40 laps of caution.
I don't know what is happening here. Because like I said, I'm talking to you, so obviously my internet's still working. It's very weird. All right. Well, I tell you what, I need to take a leak anyway. So I'm going to jump out for a minute. I'll be back momentarily, and hopefully I can get this thing to do its deal while I'm gone.
I'll be right back. Steer the ship from here.
You can do it, brother.
Alrighty, we got stage number 2 is in the books. Denny Hamlin is beating everyone again, like he's done 4 times as an owner and once as a driver this year. Looks set to do it again as a driver. Joey Logano made some hay on pit road. He came out second. And we are about ready to get the third and final stage of Martinsville rockin' and rollin'. Boy, Mike Helton just looks very Mike Helton, doesn't he? Doesn't he? There is no mistaking Mike Helton in a crowd. Oh, there we go. Kevin Harvick talking about his 2027 Hall of Fame nomination. The way they do that's so strange to me. How they just take 2 and 1, I think. I was looking back at the Hall inductees from over the years, and it started as 5, and then they shrunk it down to 3 every year, which I get it, but I mean, it's going to get to a point we're going to have one class where it's going to be 3-4 guys that deserve to be first ballot guys, and they're not going to be first ballot guys, you know? Like, I don't think there's any question that Kevin Harvick deserves to be a first ballot guy. But, you know, I think independent of his racing career, Randy LaJoie, with all the stuff he's done for race seats and stuff, has done a huge bit for the sport. I think he 100% deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame. But it's hard, you know, of course you're going to take Biffle, you're going to take Harvick, you're going to take those guys before you take Randy LaJoie, but I think he absolutely deserves a spot in there. As far as the Pioneer ballot goes, I'm not as familiar with the Pioneer guys on the Pioneer ballot. We are getting ready to rock for stage number 3. Hamlin, Logano, Gibbs, Blaney, Cindric, Larson, Van Gisbergen, and Bell, and they just took it away. So I can't tell you the rest of the top 10. No more team orders on this restart, interestingly enough. The 54 and the 11 restarting next to each other. Looks like we might have had some pit road issues for the 24 car. Oh, it looks like the left front maybe had an issue. Yeah, left front had an issue. The 24 car lost 8 spots on pit road. Here we go. Coming to the line. Hamlin, Logano, your front row for the restart for the final stage at Martinsville. Hamlin gets away well. Gibbs right behind. Jeez Louise. Zane Smith. Zane Smith from about 15 car lengths back. Made it 3 wide going into 1. Wow. Aggressive move there. Now they're stacked up 3 wide, even going into 3 and 4. Boy, oh boy. I tell you what, I'm more and more impressed with Shane Van Gisbergen, man. The fact that he's hanging out all day up top, up front, towards the top 10. It's an impressive run. Chastain's making some hay. He's getting up there too. Zilich had that incident with Kyle Busch on pit road. I'm not sure. He's also trapped a few laps down, I believe. Now, this is the long haul stage here. You got 205 laps to go. We're not even at the halfway point yet. Still, this race feels like it's flying by. The fact that we're getting to halfway at, an hour and a half. Oh, yeah, hour and a half after green flag, and we're already halfway done. Oh, Barry gets spit out. Oh, man, he's getting roughhoused by the 97. Good for him, though. Shane getting the elbows out. That's what you like to see from him. He seems pretty up to speed now as far as how physical the racing is here. We're back to green. I have no way of changing the ticker, so it's still showing yellow, but we are back to green flag racing for Martinsville. I am not able to change the colors on the ticker, but it is green. Just pretend that's green. Pretend it's just slightly brighter in green. Kyle Larson up into the top, just outside the top 5. So it feels like only a matter of time for him. And here they go talking about him. Feels like it's only a matter of time for him that he's gonna break through. It's been almost a calendar year since his last win. It was May 11th of last year. So we'll be into April on Wednesday, and then we'll really be knocking on the door. But you get the feeling it's coming. And Hendrick stacked up here, 6, 8, 9. They've got 3 in the top 10. Of course, Justin Allgaier's still in that relief role for Alex Bowman, which sucks. I hope he's back in the car soon. He's out at least through Kansas, I believe they said. Boy, roughhousing there. Whoa! Elliott and Larson. Wonder if that cut the tire on the 5 car. I saw the Goodyear lettering rubbed off. And I think Bell might have some payback coming if the 5 car can get back to him. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like this Martinsville race is a lot more physical than the ones we've seen in the past. Thank you. Thank you, William. We appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that. We appreciate everyone for swinging by and hanging out with us here on this beautiful Sunday. No race next Sunday. We got the Easter break. Easter break next weekend. So no welcome back.
Yo.
You didn't miss much.
I unplugged the Roku as I went down to fill my cup up. So by the time I got back here, plugged it back in, and it rebooted itself, and we are now back.
We are now back. 195 to go. You did not miss much.
I'm showing Dennis coming out of turn 4, and they're listening to Larry McReynolds.
What lap are you on?
So it just now came back up. It just switched to 192 to go. So tell me when he goes by the start-finish line at 192 to go, and then I'll hit play again.
Okay, sweet. I just crossed to 193 to go.
Yeah.
So we're coming around turn 2. They're talking about the Toyota guys. I need a big stage 3 from my man Priest. I'm finally built up a lead in my survivor pool.
So how funny is this?
192 to go, right? Wait, where did you say you were? Or are you coming out down the back?
I was just past the start-finish line at 192 to go.
Oh, shoot. I screwed it up. Sorry. I'm too far ahead now.
No, we're good. No, we should be good.
Okay.
Fine. So, yeah, it is funny that Harvick acted surprised that he got nominated.
I know.
We all know better now.
Yeah.
And I am with you, Brock. Nobody likes to be on the outside at this thing. It's the death sentence. And it's honestly funny that nobody has ever really managed to make the outside work at Martinsville.
There's one guy that made the outside work, but it was the outside. And it was.
Well, yeah, right. But when I first started, like, in actual stock car racing, back in the late 90s, we were racing at Hickory, and oh my God, now I'm going to completely forget his name. Andy Loden figured out how to run the high line at Hickory because everybody ran pin to the bottom all the time. And Loden figured out how to get around on the high side and completely waxed us for the entire year. I mean, just smoked the whole field. And eventually other people figured it out. But for the longest time, everybody ran the bottom. And then Andy figured out the high side. And all of a sudden, people started figuring out how to make the high side work. And I just have been really surprised that has never happened at Martinsville. You would think eventually somebody would get it figured out.
Oh, I mean, I think the closest thing is like guys kind of try and diamond it now.
Yeah.
But even that.
And you saw Pulliam doing that yesterday a good bit. Yeah. He would get it, and he's only going up a half a car length or so, so it doesn't open the bottom enough for somebody to get under you.
He would almost blow the entry, quote unquote, and then just get that run coming down the back. That was something that.
It's the whole thing about slow down to go fast.
That,
Darrell Waltrip did it. At one point, I think Earnhardt figured out a little bit, but he was different. But a lot of these guys that, if you saw guys that are good in a late model, like Philip Morris, like Matt McCall was really good at Martinsville, they would lift at the flag stand.
Yeah.
And then they're literally getting on the gas as they turn into the first corner. I mean,
it's just a mind. It screws with your head.
It's a completely different mindset about attacking the track.
Yeah.
And you're just not used to that. Hey, look, Kyle Busch is his last car on the first lap down. He might get a lucky dog.
Oh, God bless him, man. It's so sad, man. I'm a big Busch guy. I really like Kyle Busch. It just sucks.
He is one of my favorite drivers.
Yeah, he's been
ever. And I can't wait, and I say this all the time on here, I can't wait for when he goes full-time truck racing.
Oh, dude, that's going to be so much fun.
He's going to win 20 out of 24 races. It's going to be just a complete domination.
Yeah.
And he's going to be the first guy to win the national title in all three series. It's going to be. And I really want to see him. I want to see him get to 100 wins in trucks.
Yeah, for sure.
If you get 100 wins in trucks and in O'Reilly, that's going to be something.
It's just like kids coming up now don't get just what it was like watching him when everybody hated him, and he was the big 3 year, where it was him, Truex, and Harvick, like that. It's crazy being nostalgic for like 7 years ago, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, and I was around. I was a fan, but I wasn't like a diehard fan when Earnhardt had his runs in the 80s. Because you look at those years he had in the 80s, they were just dominant.
Yeah.
And then I was around when Gordon went on his run. And I mean, you had those years where you literally, and it was like Jimmy. I mean, same thing when Jimmy was doing his thing, where when you showed up for the chase with Jimmy, you felt like you were running for second because he was just that good.
And there were even years with Jimmy where he was in some trouble with a few races to go in the chase, and they would just string it together and like win 2 or 3 in a row, and then he's right back. They just had that ability to just turn it on.
And for years, that was the formula. They would win 2 or 3 races before Charlotte, and then all summer they would experiment with shit. They would run like ass.
Yeah.
And then a week or 2 before the chase, they'd win a race.
Yeah.
Just to show they were ready. And then they'd win 5 out of 10 in the chase. Would just blow everybody away.
It's crazy to think that Dover race in 2017, I'll never quite get over that being his last win. Because that was, he was still Jimmy Johnson. Like, it wasn't like it was like, Kevin Harvick kind of had that period where, he was good, but he wasn't Kevin Harvick, He was still Jimmy Johnson, and then he just didn't win for 3 years, and that was it.
He had the wreck at Pocono.
Yeah, Yeah.
They're after the wreck at Pocono. He never won another race.
Yeah.
And I really think that wreck cost him his career.
Yeah.
And you say cost him a career. The man's a 7-time champion. It's not
Oh
like he
yeah,
had a
but
second career.
it it effectively ended his ability to be competitive.
Yeah, it fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
Very badly. And that's one of those things I still say, and I will always say, that 2001 was going to be the 8th championship for Earnhardt.
Yeah.
They had been struggling. He had health issues. And in the offseason, he had gotten some surgery and was back to 100%. And they had their equipment better. And it was going to be the year. And then it all got taken away.
Yeah.
But you look at it, Harvick finished, whatever he finished, 5th or 6th in points, and he didn't run one race.
Yeah.
As a rookie.
Yeah. As a rookie is
think of what Earnhardt would have done in that equipment? Oh my God.
He would have had the title wrapped up by the freaking Bristol night race or something.
Yeah. There'd have been like 6 races to go, and it would have been.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah.
Dang. Is that another problem for old Chris Buescher?
Looks like it.
Another problem for Chris Buescher while they're playing his commercial?
Pits.
I'm glad I picked him last week instead of this week.
And Michelle, Jimmy and Chad made good of bad situations. I don't know if they made the best all the time. And I will say one thing, and I have friends that are huge Jimmy fans, and they agree with me. Chad was not the best at strategy.
Yeah.
He tried a lot of things and failed most of the time. But fortunately for them, he had equipment that he built for Jimmy and had Jimmy as a driver, so they overcame quite a few of his bad choices that he made on a strategic basis.
Well, and then I think it was then they stuck Chad with William Byron. That was
briefly
that was a situation that was not destined to go well from the jump, in my opinion. I get the theory, like I get the thought process of like we'll take the veteran, future Hall of Fame crew chief and stick him with this young guy, but it takes a certain type of person, I suppose.
Yeah, it takes chemistry in
everything. For sure.
It takes
for
chemistry. Sure. And that was one of those things where I think Jimmy strikes me a lot like Kyle Larson in some respects, because Larson will work on cars a little bit, but for the vast part of the time, Kyle doesn't know crap about how to fix the car, or he doesn't make suggestions on what to do.
Yeah.
He will tell you what he's feeling. He will give you an idea of what he would like. But it's not like Rusty. Rusty used to be in the car and telling him how many turns to put in each side.
Yeah.
And I mean, everything about it, spring rubbers and the whole shebang. And Kyle's just like, I get in and drive. They give me the car. I make it go fast with whatever they give me. And Jimmy was similar. I mean, Jimmy, I don't see Jimmy doing a lot of work on the cars.
Yeah.
Where Kyle Busch can build one of these cars.
I was going to bring up Kyle Busch. I remember the yeah, you're right. I don't know anything about race cars. That's one of my favorite Kyle Busch sound bites. I forget. I think it was Sonoma or something. Track bar was broken or something was broken on the car. And I think it's Dave Rogers or something was his crew chief at the time. And I forget the exact context of the disagreement, but I just remember Kyle going, "Yeah, you're right. I don't know anything about race cars." Well, and he's, I think that's going to help Brexton a ton.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I'm really interested to see what that kid becomes, because I know it feels weird putting expectations on, what is he, like a 10-year-old?
And to be fair, knowing Brexton, the exposure I've had to him, I didn't expect him to be much in a car. It was one of those things where he's just kind of like, hey, let's have a good time. We'll go racing. I didn't feel like it was something where he was going to be focused.
Yeah.
And he has absolutely embraced it.
Yeah.
He works at it, and he's good. And I think he's going to be there.
It's going to be wild if we get these guys, you get a Keelan Harvick and a Brexton Bush and all of the the kids in the series.
Larson's kid races. I don't know how into it he is.
Yeah.
But he races. Kyle's about to go a second lap.
There he goes. Darn it, Kyle.
Well, there you go.
That's depressing.
So Michelle heard of a stock car that went 250. Are you talking about a land speed record deal? Because I know when they were at Talladega with Rusty and took the plate off,
yeah,
he did. I believe it was 263 entering turn 1.
That's what I was going to bring up. Is the they take the plate off some of those old school.
It was stupid to say the least. But yeah, I did see that they did a land speed record deal. But yeah, at Daytona or at Talladega, they did a tire test, and for fun, they took the plate off and let Rusty go turn some laps, and he scared himself.
No, I don't doubt it.
He never wanted to do it again.
That's way too freaking fast. The NHRA stuff just blows my mind. There's a really good video documentary on YouTube and on the NHRA website and stuff about, it's like a 6-piece whatever done by Vice. I just can't wrap my head around going 341 miles an hour.
But it's for like 2 seconds.
Oh, it is. I mean, it's still.
Not like you're doing that,
Yeah, you're doing it for a quarter mile.
This land speed record deal where they're doing a flying mile, where the car is actually getting up to speed and slowing down for like a 5-mile stretch.
For sure, I mean, for sure.
It's not
Bonneville Salt Flats, but
right. But at the same time, it still infuriates me every time that you get these Fox commercials about IndyCar being
the fastest racing on earth.
And I'm like, when is NHRA going to sue them?
Yep,
because they need to.
And Fox literally has NHRA rights. They're the broadcast partner for NHRA.
I know.
How are you?
I know. I don't get it.
Screwing your other series like that. I mean, come on.
And it's right up there. And I get on this bandwagon every year, twice a year, when we go to Bristol, and they tell you it's the world's fastest half mile. And I always break out the video of Jojo Hoiberg at Winchester doing 12.9 in a half-mile track.
Oh, my God.
And it's like, till you beat 12.9, you're not the world's fastest half mile. Take down the sign. Because it's not right.
Yeah.
Winchester has got the record, and until you beat it, you need to stop it.
Half mile in 12 seconds is something.
It's getting it.
Oh, man, Denny's getting put 3 wide here.
Did Nemechek come in and get tires or something? What is going on here? How's Nemechek getting there?
I think Nemechek's about 6 laps down because they've been fixing that damage all race.
Oh, so yeah, he must be on fresh tires.
And he must be on fresh tires, yeah. Then he should just let him go. If he's on fresh rubber, just let him go. But now he's got the 34. This might hurt him, man.
He's not happy. But you know what's better than a happy hour? A happy hour that shows up at your door. Order Billy's Tequila at billystequila.com, and it comes straight to you. No additives, small batch, all flavor, 0 fake stuff. Life is a race, but the celebration, that's easy. Billy's Tequila, celebrate the race of life. Don't forget to use code RACER and save 5%. You'll notice I timed that with 150 to go. I did it on purpose.
That was a very good segue.
Thank you.
Segue was so good, I didn't even know we were segueing.
There you go. That's the way it's supposed to be. So Gibbs is a 1.3 seconds back. Blaney is a full 2 back.
I mean, unless
Cindric is 3.3 back.
Unless we get a wild finish here, I think Dennis might be riding. I mean, there's 147 to go, so plenty of time, but
Sure, but right now it's Jeff Burton at Loudon, New
Yeah.
Hampshire time.
Yeah,
And
right now
we don't have plates on.
No. Right now it's looking like we're gonna see number 62.
That's still one of my favorite stories. Jim Utter used to tell me that all the time. That when Burton had that race at New Hampshire and led all 200 laps, 400 laps, whatever the heck it was. David Poole's headline in the Charlotte Observer was the magic mile took the magic out of racing.
Wow.
Because it was the most boring race ever.
Oh,
Nobody passed anybody.
I mean, it was tough because that was right around, that was, Adam Petty and all that stuff, so I understand the reaction, I suppose, of putting the plates on.
Michelle talking about Daniel Dye getting indefinitely suspended. Yes, it's not permanent. It basically means he's suspended until he takes training and shows that he went through the training, and then they'll reinstate him. That's how this works.
Yep, he'll I think he'll be back in the truck this year. I mean, if he does all the training and does all the stuff that they've asked of him, I'm sure he will.
Yeah. I think you'll see him around chase time.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
So though,
Billy, you need to get on Billy'sTequila.com and send them a note and let them know, hey man, you're repping. They should, if nothing else, they should at least send you a hat.
Yeah, for sure.
I think you should be wearing a Billy's Tequila hat every time. Now I'm starting to feel like Nolan lied to us.
Yeah, we're getting down to it here. 140 to go.
We're coming up on 2 hours on the show and he ain't jumped in yet. Slacker.
He heard I was going to be here and
probably
tapped out.
Probably said I can't hang on.
Man, the gap to second. Blaney just passed Gibbs for second. The gap is 2.5 seconds, which is a lifetime at Martinsville.
Chassé Elliott pitting.
I'm not sure this is obviously our best Martinsville race ever, but I don't think it's been like egregiously horrible.
I mean, it hasn't been, what was it, the Martin Truex 300 and whatever lap?
Yeah, the Martin Truex 595 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah,
but to be fair, there hasn't been a ton of passing anywhere in this. The Giz had slid back a couple because Larson's coming up.
Yeah,
and Bell has finally started to get closer.
Well, they're fighting for second a little bit too, but I mean, Denny's just picking up and putting down these lappers. Oh, we got somebody with a tire down. Looks like Austin Hill, maybe. Nope, never mind. It's just the way the light was hitting it.
No, somebody just dove down to go into the pits.
Well, I wonder if that was a scheduled stop for the 9. I would think.
I'm assuming that or Alan Gustafson just wants more people to call for his head.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do. Chassé Elliott has finished 4th or better in the last 4 Martinsville races. That's saying something.
That is.
It's also saying he better hope this goes green for a little while so he can get back on the lead lap.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise, right now, he ain't getting no free pass.
No, he's getting trapped.
And Denny's going to keep putting people a lap down. It won't be long. We're going to be having another one of these races with 10 cars on a lead lap.
Oh, yeah, which is crazy in the stage racing era. And
right.
When you're re-racking them every, third of the race, and they're still putting 3/4 of the field.
So right now, what are we at? 20 cars on the lead lap?
I think we're at 19. I believe it is I think McDowell is the first car one lap down.
Scroll one more time on the old pylon. Actually, no, Briscoe is down. So we're at 18 on the lead lap.
Wow.
Well, that's a nice improvement for Briscoe. Average finish in the first 4 races was 28th, and his average finish on the season is 10th.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a switch.
Yeah. Ooh.
Billy wants me to come over and drink moonshine with him. I think I should road trip.
There's every reason for a road trip. Moonshine sounds like one.
Moonshine is an absolutely great reason to have a road trip. This is getting ready to be another exciting moment for Hamlin here because he's got 4 or 5 of them lined up in front of him. And somehow he's got Nemechek right in front of him again. I'm not sure how that's happened. I thought Nemechek was going to pull away, but he can't seem to get away from the kid.
Tires must have stalled out. Now he's just stuck. Austin Hill's slow.
To jump back to the Hall of Fame discussion a little bit, I still am bothered by the fact that they have not put Larry Phillips in the Hall of Fame yet. There is just they have love for the modified guys because we got Jerry Cook and we got Richie and we got Stefanik. And to be fair, Stefanik's got championships in stock cars and modifieds. But Larry Phillips has won. They don't have a number, but the estimates all say that it's over 2,000 races in his career. 4-time national champion. I don't understand how he got nominated for a while, but he's never really getting close, and I don't understand it. When we're putting some of the other people that we've put in that I don't know necessarily deserve it.
I feel like if it's under the NASCAR banner, you have to consider it, whether it's regional, 100%. Whether it's
100%.
You know, I kind of get the argument of it's tough putting Justin Allgaier in with Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt, but I feel like if you had separate wings, that's why you have like separate, categories, I suppose.
That was my argument with Wendell Scott.
Yeah.
Wendell Scott got 100% screwed over by NASCAR.
Oh, for sure.
They treated him like complete garbage.
Yeah.
And there should be a very large display in the Hall of Fame that exemplifies how poorly they treated Wendell Scott.
Mm-hmm.
But Wendell Scott is not a Hall of Fame race car driver.
Yeah.
He went through a lot, but he won one race.
If you put him in there, put him in as a pioneer or as a groundbreaker.
That's why I said, put up a display, have him in there as a display, but not a member of the Hall of Fame because his career wasn't Hall of Fame worthy.
Well, it's,
I mean, that's just like Red Byron.
Mm-hmm.
God love Red Byron, but the only reason he's in there is because he was the first champion and he was a war hero.
Yeah.
The dude won 6 races. Come on. I mean, I just and that's where I get wound up about Rexford because everybody's like, well, Rexford wouldn't have won it if they hadn't penalized other drivers. Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
He ran with the rules that were in place and he won the title. Put him in. He is the only championship driver that is eligible that is not in the Hall of Fame. And I think that's a travesty.
Yeah. I mean, I think especially, this day and age, a championship should be an automatic qualifier.
Yes and no. I mean, that
has
been the history of the Hall. And that's where I'm like, anybody who has had a championship, the minute they become eligible, they get voted in.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't understand why Rexford doesn't even come close. And it makes no sense to me. And it's one of those things where I honestly feel like, because, I mean, Jerry Cook got into the Hall of Fame because of Mike Joy. Mike Joy got up in that meeting and he pushed it and got Jerry Cook in there. And Mike Joy is the guy that should be on the Rexford bandwagon and getting him in because they would listen to Mike if he got up there and he pushed for it.
Yeah.
But Rexford doesn't have anybody in the room that's beating his drum. And then we get to the whole Smokey Yunick thing, and you don't even want to go down that
Yeah.
because just because you pointed out that Brian France was a dumbass is not a reason for you to not be in the Hall of Fame. And it's fair. I mean, it was in his book. Smokey Yunick said in his book that Brian France is a dumbass. And that's why the France family won't put him in.
Well, I mean, we just had a whole lawsuit over not Brian France, but the France family.
Thank you.
You know, making questionable decisions, we'll call it.
Yep. And we got a very clear look at their opinion of the fans of this sport.
A huge peek behind the curtain.
Yeah. That was shocking, to say the least.
You know, and I don't know why I'm shocked, because it's like, if you think about stuff, you know, it happens in every workplace, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, I was talking to Tommy the other day. He's an idiot. You know, it happens at every place of business. Why wouldn't it happen in NASCAR? You know, but just seeing it, I think, was jarring.
I don't know. So I had this argument with Dustin Long, Mr. Finley, that Smokey's stats are mediocre. He still was a crew chief for numerous race wins, and it's the innovation side of it that I think is the reason Smokey should be in. I mean, we hear the stories are famous, but just that he was in a cinder block garage building cars that were going out and beating teams that had $1 million budgets back before people spent $1 million in racing. And the things that he did, I mean, it was, and I've always said this too, prior to the Car of Tomorrow, the rule book in NASCAR was 80% written because of Junior Johnson and Smokey Yunick.
Yeah.
The whole reason most of the rules were in that book was because either Junior or Smokey had figured something out and they had to make a rule against it.
Later, coming to pit road here. Hey, here, is this your speeding penalty? Is this your
could be it?
Is this your Denny Hamlin?
Right here, penalty? or uncontrolled tire.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Or over the wall too soon. That one would really wind him up, over the wall too soon, because that one's not his fault.
So how are they listing Blaney as the leader when Blaney's on pit road?
I think Blaney just came off pit road. I think Blaney might have been leaving while Hamlin was coming in.
That's Blaney. No, that's not Blaney.
Oh, no, that is Blaney on pit road.
Cindric. There's Blaney. Oh, no, Blaney was still out. I thought Blaney was in the lap before. It was Cindric, because it's a Cindric's in the damn Blaney
Cindric's in the stupid Menards car.
Yes. Dang it.
Saving big money.
The whole thing, Michael, is because he made the Francis look stupid in his book, and they're never going to let him in because he made the Francis look stupid in his book. But the changes and the direction of NASCAR was laid out by Smokey Yunick and Junior Johnson, and the fact that Smokey gets no love is just wrong.
Oh, was Blaney out of the box?
No, he's not. At least not from that shot.
Are they saying he was?
If they are, he's got an argument.
Oh, man.
Because that's a solid 2 inches back from the line.
I'm sure that's going to be a calm radio transmission if they do nick him for that.
So Dennis pitted, came back out, and was in fourth. That is impressive.
Yeah, it is. Well, these pit cycles here are always a mess. Whoa.
So now here's what we get to see. Elliott did the early pit.
Yep.
Is he going to be able to hang on to it?
What's he got? I'd love to see the interval, Fox. I don't care about their lap times, honestly. He's got about a straightaway. I think Denny's going to chase him down.
I'd rather see interval times than freaking manufacturer logos.
Oh,
my
dude,
friend.
you're not kidding.
It makes me so crazy.
You're not kidding.
And that's 100% true, Mr. Finley. 600 plus pages of a book, and they latched on to one or two lines about Brian being a dumbass. When anybody that knew Brian knows he was a dumbass. I mean, Bill Jr., for God's sakes, sent Brian to the state of Washington to get him out of Daytona so he didn't have to deal with him for a while to try and train him to be a promoter. And he went out there in Washington where everybody gets high on the regular, and he got high all the time. It's one thing if it's an unsubstantiated statement.
Yeah.
It's something else when it's an absolute admitted fact. Dennis getting ready to put the Dente back.
Somebody's slow here on the back. That looks like Ty Dillon.
Whoa.
And he's way slow. The
Custard was lighting him up going into pit lane.
I think they might have to throw a caution here for Ty Dillon.
Why is Dennis dropping down the leaderboard? Whoa, because they must have had a timing and scoring thing. Because
they had that last week.
And now he's in second.
They had that last week too.
Thank you so much for making us all think something crazy's going on. By the way, that's 100 to go, Mark. Smoking. Remember, if you're looking for tequila that's additive free, small batch, 100% blue agave that was born in the highlands of Jalisco, no fake flavors, no BS. Meet Billy's Tequila. Life's a race. Celebrate the race of life. Remember to use code RACER when you order at billystequila.com, and you'll save 5%. And the black tire car is extra black right now.
It is on fire. Brake fire, looks like.
And he's running over the hose. We got the hose run over.
I was going to see if they had a brake rotor still on it, but they cut away before he could see him take the tire off.
So now is one of those times where it would be nice if they would show us the intervals instead of the lap.
Yeah, the lap times mean nothing to me right now.
I mean, it means something because Denny is 0.8 of a second faster per lap. So he's going to be passing him because you look at the little graph. He's only a third of a straightaway back. So you know at 0.8 of a second, it ain't going to be long before he gets past him.
I mean, I appreciate the thought from the 9 camp, but
I would like to see interval number right now.
I appreciate the thought from the 9 camp that somebody's going to try something different to beat him today.
They did. They took a shot, and you had to take a shot, and it's not going to work out.
Nope, and you can't be mad at him for trying.
You know what I'm glad I haven't seen since middle of last year? That's the burn bar.
Oh yeah. The meaningless
fuel burn bar thing.
The complete nonsense telemetry of who's got that was nonsense. Oh boy, the 9 is in all types of traffic too.
Yep, and all that traffic's in front of Dennis too, so this is going to get interesting. And the Dente is actually pulling away from him. I think it was interesting that Denny just kind of let him go rather than fight with him. And now he's getting ready to go 3 wide, but he's thinking smarter of it. He's like, I've raced around this Chastain guy before. I think I'm just going to ride in here behind him. I just don't feel like I'm going to put my car in that kind of danger when I'm this good today.
And new leader, DH.
And not new leader.
But
back to the leader. Back to the lead is Bob's Mattresses or Bob's Furniture, whatever their whole spiel is. And now let's see how long it takes him to get a second ahead.
Especially in this traffic. I don't think it'll be long. Elliot's going to have Blaney in his mirror in a minute too.
Yeah.
Or in his camera.
Nice. The thing I'm trying to figure out here is on the difference. It was showing Blaney at just over a second and Gibbs at like 2.5. And Gibbs is literally on the back bumper of Blaney. How is that accurate?
We got a caution for something.
Shut the front door.
89 to go. I don't know what it's for.
I don't either, but we're about to see a picture that'll tell us, I'm sure.
There is a disintegrated brake rotor, says Mike Joy. I'm guessing it came off the 10 car.
Probably came off the 10 car if I had to just spitball.
Yep. I'm surprised it took him that long. I saw him spitting chunks all the way to the pit.
But to be fair, if it goes up out of the groove, they'll usually let it go.
They'll usually just forget about it.
And look at Brock is always thinking, man, when NASCAR throws a caution, you should throw another round of Billy's Tequila down the hatch because every fan knows you always got time during a NASCAR caution.
Make it 2 during a stage caution.
I smell what you are cooking, Brockster. But I'm with you on that. Why wait for the party to find you? Bring it home. Order Billy's Tequila right now at billystequila.com. Get it delivered straight to your door. It isn't your average tequila. This is additive-free, small batch, 100% blue agave, crafted for those who live bold. Smooth enough to sip, clean enough for cocktails, built for every victory lap in life. Don't just drink. Celebrate the race of life. Order at billystequila.com and use code RACER to save 5% off your order.
Couple of things. According to Eric Estep, the brake rotor is on pit road. So that's interesting.
Oh, that's stupid.
And also, this works out quite nicely for Chase Elliott.
It helps. It definitely helps.
Because I would think that
because I imagine most of your leaders are going to pit, even though like Hamlin's only got like not even 20 laps on tires, I don't think.
I still think you pit, smoke them if you got them.
Tires mean too much. But it's funny. That actually reminds me, I was at Richmond one year shooting in the photography stand between 1 and 2 at the exit of the pit lane. And a guy, I don't know who it was, came out of pit lane and a spring rubber fell out of his car. And it was literally sitting at the exit of the pit lane down on the shoulder or on the apron. It wasn't anywhere near the racing line. And I saw the paddle person at the end of pit lane point at the brake, the spring rubber. And I'm like, you watch, they're going to throw a caution for debris for that thing. And no sooner, like, I don't know, 75 or 80 laps later, the race is getting strung out, nothing's happening. They throw a caution and they zoomed in on it and showed that dang spring rubber. And I'm like, that is the biggest load of crap.
That's what kind of cracks me up too about, the whole eliminate stage cautions thing. Cause it's like, okay, yeah, fair enough. You could eliminate stage cautions and it would be awesome. But then your debris cautions are you're gonna have Robbie Gordon chucking the roll bar foam out the window. You're gonna have,
okay,
which is fine. I'm just the cautions are gonna remain. That's, I guess, more my point. Cautions, you're always gonna have them.
Yeah, but if it's chucking the water bottle out, it's not at a predefined time.
Yeah,
it's not defining your strategy.
Yeah, which is
that's
fair.
My problem with the stage cautions. It takes away 80% of the strategy of the race. You get occasional things like chasse, rolling the dice here.
Yeah.
But most of the time,
see, my biggest issue
kills almost all the strategy.
My biggest issue with the stage cautions is that it's like, okay, well, we're either going to cut the stage in half or we're going to flip it. No matter every single race is the same rinse and repeat. We're going to cut it in half. We're going to flip it. We're going to cut it in half. We're going to flip it. That sucks. I also don't like I mean, I like to like if you're gonna play by the rules, play by the rules, right? Have it. Oh, we are going on
They're
the pit
all
road.
pitting.
I'll finish that thought in a moment. I want to see who gets this race off pit road here.
Yeah,
Why are
that's
we
gonna be
not?
big.
Why are we not showing the 11 car?
Because he's all the way around at turn
Oh, he's
1.
at pit. Okay, fair enough.
Pagano will be done with his stop before Denny even gets to his box.
Yeah. All right, here he goes. 11 cars in.
Bell's out. Bell is slightly ahead of Logano. Hamlin's done on the right side. They're around to the left side.
Oh, no, he got him by a mile.
The other cars are now entering the turn 1 part of pit lane. Hamlin is clear and gone and retains the lead.
And Elliott stays P2.
Lee, what a wad coming off of pit lane.
I know.
And now they're going to show, okay, Hamlin, oh, God almighty. They gave us literally
They gave us one frame.
Nanosecond glimpse.
They gave us one
of
frame.
The race off of pit lane and then go to the commercial break.
Yep. And I'm watching Danny Patrick try and sell me car insurance.
I've got somebody jogging on a Toyota treadmill.
Oh, that's yeah, I know.
Only thing I love about the Toyota commercials is every now and then we get a glimpse of Millbridge Speedway on a freaking
that's pretty cool
or national TV thing.
That's a bucket list short track for me is Millbridge. I'd love to check that place out.
Okay, so I don't know that you know the story or not, but when Ashley and Jeremy first got Millbridge, I was the announcer.
Oh, really? That's cool.
We built that thing up a little as I was there, and then I ended up coming down here to the beach and kind of got out of it. But to go there now and see what it is versus what it was is insane.
I'd love to check it out.
I mean, they have put so much more in it. There's a hill that they have hauler parking on now that used to be woods.
Wow.
I mean, it's unbelievable what they've done to that place. And it's just so cool that they are on a national stage. And it's, it's obviously a benefit being in the NASCAR area. So you get Larson and Casey Kane and Kyle and all these guys.
You get all these guys who can come and run a Wednesday show.
They're running.
Yeah.
Yep. And, and they get some different national events that come there. They got constant guys there testing all the time. I mean, it's unbelievable how much they do at that track. But my claim to fame is they have billboards on the backstretch, and that was my idea.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
There were no billboards, and I'm like, we need to get billboards because that's the way to make money. And the fun story is I asked Brendan Gaughan if South Point would get on a billboard when we first got him. And he got an okay from his grandfather to do it. And then every year we'd like send a letter. And Brendan's like, man, my grandpa called me again. And he's like, why are we sending money to this racetrack? And Brendan's like, because it's local, it's letting kids go racing, and it's $500. And he's like, $500? Who cares? And he'd send the check. And it went all the way up until they stopped supporting everything to get them because they were putting all the money into Brendan's career. But for, I don't know, 10 or 12 years, we had South Point on a billboard, and it was all because I had asked Brendan about it. And then his dad, that can't be right. There's got to be more.
46,000 dogs.
There's got to be more hot dogs than that.
That's a lot of dogs.
No, it's not.
I guess when you consider the stands, though, there's probably 40,000 people in attendance.
I don't know about that, but you're there all weekend. You got 5,000 people in the pits. They're eating 3 or 4 hot dogs a piece. I don't know, but yeah. So
that's cool.
Every year we had that check come in from South Point. It was so cool.
Brendan Gaughan, I'm sure you know this, was I love the little tidbit that he was college teammates with Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
I love that little. That's one of my favorite little pieces of trivia.
Played for Georgetown, absolutely.
Yeah. How the hell is the one car in the lead? They stay out?
They stayed out.
Oh man. God bless them.
Which means they're gonna get toasted.
Which means the whole inside lane is cooked.
Look at Brock getting no ads. You're a lucky man, Brock. I would think you'd have Foster ads like every 10 laps. And it's so funny because people from over there talk out what garbage beer Foster's is.
I have never had one.
It's all right to me. I don't think anything's wrong with it.
Yeah.
But wow. Chastain pulls out to the lead.
Whoa, we got a big old
Chassé trying hard to get his nose in there for second. And we got a slow muzzle.
Yep.
There we go. Now we're going to get down to some serious Martinsville business. Be lucky to get green flag laps in.
Well, 23 cars killed.
That's a bummer if you're a Darrell fan.
Tell you what, man, Ross Chastain might have just put himself in play here, because if we run another 10 laps under caution and this keeps getting uglier and uglier, that inside lane fired pretty decent.
That they did. All right, so we're going to watch.
How'd this all start? Oh,
Darrell is back here with, is that Kez, I think?
Bubba just ran right through the
7. That's Kez. Yeah, he didn't lift a whole bunch.
No, he did not.
I mean, it's one thing when you drill the guy, but then you got to get off of him and let him kind of gather it up. And he pretty much just kept pounding him.
Yeah, it was not very nice. That was not very nice. I believe the term used occasionally is ARCA brakes.
No, that was not ARCA brakes.
No, I guess ARCA brakes is more when you run right.
ARCA brakes would be, they had that whole pile up, and some guy was on the middle of the backstretch and comes all the way around and plows into the pile.
That's fair.
That is ARCA brakes. And my buddy Charles Crawl is probably going to send me more hate mail because of it, because he gets so mad when I talk about ARCA brakes. And I'm like, dude, if they stop doing it, I'll stop talking about it. How has Brock never had a Foster's? I would think they just float them over to New Zealand on a raft or something. I wouldn't think you even have to worry about getting them shipped. But I am thankful that you have had the king of beers.
Oh, yeah. Budweiser's good. Budweiser's good. I enjoy a good Budweiser.
The Dente got rode hard.
Oh, yeah. A little too hard. Dente got smashed is what happened.
You're gonna have to get the baseball bat out on this one.
Yeah. Couple sledgehammers, maybe somebody stomping on the hood. I don't know what the hell he was doing after the wreck, too, because then he drives down the track and crashes into the 43. That's frustrating.
I don't know.
On a personal level.
I've just got a Febreze commercial going on now.
I'm looking at a McDonald's breakfast. Looks
Nice.
good.
Flame beer.
Never heard of it.
Me either. And it makes me feel like there's like chili powder in it or something.
Cayenne pepper.
which I'm on board about spice. Like I'm down completely with it.
Spice and beer sounds weird.
Speaking of spice, I bought it at Christmas time, but I finally broke it out and tried it the other day from Buc-ee's. Dill pickle Reaper sauce.
Oh,
it is amazing.
I will have to try it.
The flavor at the beginning is all dill pickle. And then after you eat it for a bit, all of a sudden that Reaper kicks in on the back of your tongue. And it's just this cacophony of flavor in your mouth. It is so good.
I will be at a Buc-ee's in about a week and a half or so, heading down to Bristol. There's 4 on the way. So
nice. I like them going down to Florida to see my mom. I go by 3 of them.
Nice.
There's one in Brunswick, Georgia, one in St. Augustine, Florida, and then one in Daytona.
Yep, I've been to the one in Daytona.
Hit all 3 of those on the way down. We get on to 95 south of the one in Florence.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, but if you really wanted to do it, it wouldn't be that. But it's like 25 miles out of the way or something if you go to the one in Florence, because it's more on the north end of Florence.
Yeah. I've been to the one in Florence too.
I've been to it.
Yeah. There's a new one that opens not tomorrow, but next Monday. That is in Dayton, Ohio, and that I'm going to stop there like 2 days after it opens because that's on the way down to Bristol for me.
Nice.
That's going to be nutty the day after it opens, but
I guarantee it.
It's going to be a zoo.
That's like going to the one at Daytona at Christmas time. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. It was so packed. Holy cow. That's a dozen cars in a wreck.
That is.
And amazingly, Kyle Busch is not listed.
by some act of God, the 8 car was not involved.
That is unbelievable. Kyle Busch was not involved in an accident.
Now would be a really funny time for that graphic to go onto a second page, and it's just
Kyle Busch. It's just Kyle Busch, like highlighted by himself. That would be hilarious. All right, we're choosing already. Wow. Kudos to NASCAR on that. That was a quick caution.
How about that?
Than a stage caution, and they had to clean up a car on the hook and everything.
Boy, that 77 car is now you know what that's funny.
You know what it doesn't look like is Nick Sanchez. Did you see his car yesterday?
Yeah, that car was
thing was junk.
That was a ball of duct tape. That's all that was.
Yeah, that car was junked yesterday.
When I played hockey when I was a kid, we used to take our shock tape from the year and just make a little ball out of it, like a baseball size how big. That's what that 25 car looked like yesterday.
So Dennis is now sitting on the inside. Going to try to send Mr. Chastain for a ride. That was weird. What was that puff of smoke?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out too.
That was very weird.
It looks fine though. I mean, he's rolling.
Yeah, but he's not exactly fast on the backstretch.
Chase is hanging tough in that outside.
Dennis is looking like he's got a power problem.
I'd love to know where that smoke came from, if it was tire smoke or out the pipes.
Right, because it looked like it was out of the pipes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wondering if he's got a burned piston or something.
Yeah, he does look pretty off. I mean, he's on the inside. He can't finish off the 12 car.
Chassé Elliott clears for the lead.
Oh, no problem for the 12.
Dennis is getting kind of annoyed. Yeah, he's getting kind of annoyed at Blaney. Ran him high, which put him in the wall. Blaney's not going to be really thrilled about that maneuver. Interesting, this race, that there seems to be a lot of brake dust this time around.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's always brake dust at Martinsville, but it seems like a lot this year.
I wonder, do we know, is the tire compound the same as it was in the fall?
I don't know.
Because I know Goodyear's been getting more and more aggressive on these short tracks.
Tire compounds drive me crazy. I don't understand how tires have become rocket science. They're round and they're made out of rubber. There should be 3 compounds for 4 different types of tracks.
Yeah.
You should have soft, medium, hard for short track, soft, medium, hard for intermediate, soft, medium, hard for road course, soft, medium, hard for super speedways. Run the same one no matter which track we go to. This garbage of having a different compound between the left side and the right side for the spring race versus the fall race at a racetrack is just, it's idiocy. It is. And it all comes down to the fact that Goodyear doesn't want to have the optic of tire failure.
They don't want another 2008 Indy Brickyard.
Yeah. Or,
which, I mean, who can blame them?
94 tire war.
Yeah. No kidding.
They don't want to get that again. And I get it, but at the same time, it's your PR job to make the make the story understandable.
Yeah.
Basically come out and say, look, we have given these teams 3 tire compounds to choose from. They can use whatever they want, whenever they want. We give them recommended cambers. We give them recommended tire pressures. If they go outside of those and blow tires, that is not our responsibility.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. They put the tweet out, I think it was last weekend in Darlington, where they were like, the recommended tire pressures were not a guess or something like that. They put something out like subtweeting the teams or whatever, being like, if they blow out, it's not on us.
Yeah, they know. I mean, it's like if you ever walk down pit lane at Martinsville before a race, the left side tires on these cars, the rim is literally
it's insane.
It's not on the ground, but it's damn
they're
close.
Flat.
They have like 7 pounds of air in them.
Yeah, they're literally starting the race with flat tires.
And tire minimum pressure is 11.
Yeah.
And they're running below the minimum tire. And that's one of those things. I remember that 3 or 4 years ago. They had a whole rash of tires blown at Martinsville, and they figured it out was because these guys were coming off pit lane at 7 pounds, and then they were weaving to try and warm their tires up, and the thing was rolling over onto the sidewall and cutting it.
Oh.
And they were like, look, we told you what the minimum air pressure is, and you're not listening, so don't blame us.
Yeah, it's not our fault.
Stig always coming through with the great knowledge. It's the same tire from last fall when they introduced the new left side. Appreciate you, Stigster. You always add value to our watch parties.
Now we just gotta.
This is interesting. I expected Dennis to run him down a little faster.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm wondering if something happened to his engine. I really am, because it looked to me like it blew oil out of the exhaust.
Well, he had a freaking missile in the first couple of stages, and now he's stuck. He's stuck like half a second back.
He's getting
a little bit
slowly but surely closer, but not the way that he was early in the race.
Everyone's beating the hell out of each other. I was gonna say Byron's beating the hell out of Chastain. Everyone's beating the hell out of each other. It's
Elliott, Hamlin, Logano, Gibbs, Chastain, your top 5. Byron, Bell, Blaney, Larson, Cindric, rounding out your top 10. Barry and the Giz knocking on the door at the top 10. Mr. Bell putting the pressure on William.
That drive off on the outside seems better than I remember it being. The fact that the guy on the outside can drive away when he's got somebody on his inside, that seems better than previous trips here. Maybe I'm just imagining it.
And look at Chastain, still sitting in 5th with much older tires. That's impressive.
Coming to 50 to go, 5-0.
Kyle Busch still 1 lap down, although not in the lucky dog spot at this point in time. I didn't realize we lost Mr. Herbst.
Boy, that 42 car has seen better days.
I will refrain from comment. There are people that would tell you that but it has seen better days for years. With 50 to go, remember that Billy's Tequila has no additives. It's small batch delivered right to your door. Order it now at billystequila.com and celebrate the race of life. Use code RACER to save 5%. That was your 50 to go, Billy's read.
50 to go. 48 now.
Well, and thanks to the cautions, we have gone past 2.5 hours. So, although to be fair, that was, I think we had 7 to 8 minutes of pre-race still when we got on.
Well, I think what was it? I think green flag was like 3:48 or something like that. 3:45.
I don't know.
Something like that.
We're going to find out. Still, we're going to be under 3 hours. I promise you that.
Darn close, yeah.
We'll be under 3 hours. So this race, barring a caution, which we know we're going to have a caution, but barring a caution, it's a race between Chastain Elliott and Dennis Hamlin. The third on back is in a separate zip code.
they're down on the North Carolina side of the state line.
Right. And Chasse is stretching it out on Dennis. It's almost a full second now.
Boy, how much of a shot would that be for Chevy?
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a reason to fire Allen even if he pulls it off. Because that's what they always yell.
Unfortunately, if Chase does hang on to this, he picked his worst paint scheme to do it in. I would the Napa one is pretty clean this year. Yeah, he's running a 10th quicker too. Chase is.
Yeah. It's like I said, I really think there's an engine problem for Hamlin.
And then 2.5, 2 3/4 back to Logano. We're going to catch lap traffic eventually. That'll be interesting. That'll be Denny's best chance, unless he finds something here on the long run.
So Mr. Lyle and Mr. Massey sent me a picture from the media center with Mr. Massey telling me I'm number one. So I sent the similar sentiment back. And then Mr. Lyle is telling me, why am I taking it out on him because Purdue lost and I'm mad? And I told him I didn't take it out on him. I said, Massey flipped me off. I was just returning the favor.
Brake problems for the 11 car.
Really?
So that might have been brake dust you saw.
I don't.
Or something. That seemed like
dust. It was white. It was not black. Yeah, it was white. It was not black.
He's closing it. No, he's not. That's just timing scoring being stupid.
So are we about to have another reenactment of you wrecked me? Man, that was, I'll tell you what. I mean, Dennis is a Virginia boy, and he was lucky to get out of that place alive when he freaking dumped Chase that day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was, boy, that feels like forever ago. That was Chase's rookie year, was it not? That was his bid for his first win, and that, yeah, man, that was a wild time.
Yeah,
that was when his whole villain arc really started.
And he was kicking ass. I mean, he dominated the day.
Yeah,
and he had the thing won, and Dennis just flew it into three and wrecked him.
Drove right through him. That's when the whole villain arc started.
30 wins and 10,000 laps led at Martinsville for Hendrick Motorsports.
Insane.
6 of the last 11. Now, to be fair, like 10 of those wins and probably a third of those laps led were Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
And another probably
and the rest were Jeff Gordon.
And that was Jeff Gordon. But yeah, I mean, Jeff Bodine, we all know that story.
Oh, yeah. Saved the team.
But yeah, the Hendrick Motorsports.
I love those ruby red cars. They ran like 2 years ago here.
Like the old Jeff Gordon Drive for Hunger things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then they like 2-3 years ago, they had all 4 of them in that ruby red. They did that. Yep. That was cool. That's one of my
what are the odds that Brock wants to have SVG have a top 10 so he can be perfect in his fantasy? I never would have guessed that Brock would have picked Van Gisbergen for a top 10.
Sitting 12th
Josh
at the
Berry
moment.
sitting in 11th.
It's a good
Turning
day.
up to him. Chastain is still in the top 10.
Oh, yeah, he's hanging
on those
out.
old tires.
Hanging around.
That is a call. And now if he can manage to get a caution right about now,
that would be huge.
He would have a shot, depending on how things play out, but he would have a shot at the top 5.
That would be huge if he can sneak a caution in
Look at Christopher Bell just running like the better part. I mean, a good bag of hammers, but still a bag of hammers for the whole race. And now he's up to 6th.
Look at all the freaking rubber buildup just inside the fenders. That's wild. Inside the wheel well, there's just got to be a pound of rubber.
Oh, it's more than a pound.
Yeah, it's
look
insane.
At Dennis going to diamond this off and try to get a run on the bottom, and it's just not working. I know they're saying it's a brake thing, but man, it sure looks like a power plant thing to me. Because like right there, he's at the back bumper, and now he can't get stretched by like 3-4 car lengths.
You can't get that little extra. I mean, he's just getting gapped on exit.
Yeah.
I think 43 is going to have damage here. Last car in the lead lap.
Larson getting ready to give the business to Chastain.
Cindric's next in line. It's like a freaking deli. They're all taking a number to get past the one car.
Well, Cindric was ahead of Larson. Larson got by him.
Here goes Cindric. Barry's next up. Then you got Van Gisbergen. Does seem like a darn good place to watch a race. See the whole track.
It is an awesome place to see a race. 25 to go. Elliott leads Hamlin by 0.8 of a second. That looks like a lot less than 0.8 to me.
Yeah,
but
it looks like about a car length.
For it. Logano is in 3rd. Tyrone Gibbs is in 4th. William Byron is rounding out your top 5. Christopher Bell in 6th. Ryan Blaney is 7th. Kyle Lawson is in 8th. Cindric is 9th. And Joshua Berry rounds out your top 10.
This would be big for Chevy, big for Hendrick if they can hang on here. It feels like in clean air, the 9 car drives away. It's the traffic that's keeping Hamlin up close.
I agree. Billy really wants to see Byron do good. Look at Brock. P5. First time Brock's picked SVG on an oval. I'm disappointed in you, Brock. You now. He has shown that he can drive ovals.
He's killing it, man. I can't quite wrap my head around how well he's doing on the ovals. And it's not because I'm a hater. It's like not on some hating stuff. It's just I think I expected it to take him longer to learn the ovals. Yeah, that one car's falling like a rock now. Outside the top 10, getting ready to be passed by the 60.
I feel like Blaney's going to end up top 3 in this thing. I may be wrong. Just feel like he's coming.
He's been up there all day.
Maybe getting smashed into the wall made his car a little quicker.
Guess what? The 42 car's right in front of the leader again.
The Giz is a fast learner, according to Brock.
Yeah, it shows. It shows.
So now Denny's trying to do this dime in the corner thing, working on getting a run on inside, but he just,
Yeah,
I'm
just
telling you, man, he just doesn't have the power to drive off coming off the corner.
oh man, he screwed himself there coming off 4. That was really bad. He slid the tires like crazy.
Yep. Back end jumped out on him.
Yep.
Look at Alan Gustafson. Well, and I wonder how many people are going to email me this week that I should be fired.
And there's the 42 getting lapped again. Four car still putting around there too after his accident earlier in the race. Noah Gregson. $13 to go. Yeah, I think the 9's just got it. He's better right now. I think the
Yeah, I mean he's better, no question. It's
Yeah.
just a matter of why is he better?
yeah, I definitely think there's something power wise.
Something happened on that restart. Interesting that they're throwing the move over flag for second place.
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? Usually they just do it for the leader and say deal with it. Coming to 10 to go.
Yep.
Wonder if he can get to him. It's going to take something. It's going to take a serious bit of traffic, I think.
Well, there's some traffic in front of him.
There's some traffic, all right. I just don't know if it's enough for Denny.
Remember Billy's Tequila. No additives, small batch delivered right to your door. Order now at billystequila.com and celebrate the race of life. Use code RACER and save 5%. That's your 10 to go Billy's read.
Chase is seeming to diamond the corner a little bit too now. They ran identical laps last time.
Can't imagine Kyle would want to slow Dennis up.
No.
Just to screw over Joe Gibbs Racing.
Yeah, that one car it's starting to catch up to him now. He needed a caution about 10 laps ago.
He did. Yeah. Caution with 25 to go would have been really nice for him.
Yep. Yeah, he's back to 16th. Got the what's left of the 77.
Yeah, a dent tag getting ready to give him a dent.
Yeah, this did fly by. It's 6:30 Eastern, and we're already at 5 to go. So yeah, you're right. Under a 3-hour race. That's a bummer. You know, I get it, but you pay.
I don't get it.
I don't get taking laps off. You know, like if the race goes fast, the race goes fast. But taking 10 laps or 100 laps off is a bummer.
Too.
Yeah,
I understand when it's maybe New Hampshire, although I still think every Cup race should be 500 miles, so that's a whole nother story. But it just
if we had 100
racing at Martinsville.
If we had 104 to go instead of 4 to go, it's a very different dynamic right now.
Yep.
I was thinking about that in 23 when I went to the Southern 500 and I was looking at the scoring tower when we hit lap 293 or whatever the 400-mile mark is, and I was like, oh wow, that race would already be over, and we still got a whole 100 miles to go.
I thought Alan was saying, "Oh, what the hell," kind of thing, but I think he was just blocking the sun from shining in his eyes.
Yeah, I think I saw the same thing. I thought he was getting mad at the 41 or something. 2 to go.
2 to go.
They're saying
Dennis is not going to get to him.
He is not. They're saying no cautions in that 9 car right now.
You guarantee that. Let me get one more lap in here, and then you can throw the caution
Then you
all
can
day long.
Then you can do whatever you want. Looks like he's going to get there.
Out of turn 4, the white rag is in the air. One more time around.
First win of the season for Chevy. Assuming he doesn't blow up in turn 3.
Isn't that crazy?
Good for them.
Did you see him slide it across the line? Wow. That could have been big.
Left some tire marks.
And here we go again. We got to 6th place, and then they get to show a picture of his smiling butt. Why can't we show the
show the whole top 10? I know.
I just don't get it. It makes me so grumpy.
It's confusing because it's not like it's a sponsored segment where they need to get a certain obligation. And it's just
it looks like I got everything right. So we're going to save it and we're going to show it. So there we have it. 400 laps at Martinsville, and we are under 3 hours by a good chunk.
By about 15 minutes or so.
By a good chunk. He donutted it on the front stretch. And now we have one of the worst victory lanes in NASCAR.
Yeah, they just wheel the thing on the front stretch.
It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great for the fans.
Yeah.
It is god awful if you're trying to be a photographer.
You know what track? I guess, we've talked about this track about a million times today, but Indianapolis has a very awesome victory lane for fans. It's right there up on the front stretch.
And it lifts up.
It lifts up around right. It was
you're not sitting there with a bunch of. That's probably Martinsville is they let 8,000 morons out here with their cell phones.
Yeah,
and you're trying to get a victory lane picture, and all these arms are up in front of your face with their cell phones, and I'm just like, look, man, I'm trying to do a job here.
How's Michigan? Because Michigan's got the similar deal where it's right on the front stretch.
I never shot photography at Michigan. I've been there for the race in a media center, but I have not done photography there. Billy's happy. Billy's going to do another shot of moonshine because his boy Chasse was the winner.
That is a big win for Chevy.
For Hendrick. Dennis is going to be grumpy. Kudos to Josh Berry for getting a top 10. Brock, I'm sorry to tell you, you missed your top 10 with the Giz by one.
By one spot.
One spot.
Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric's had a quietly solid season. He hasn't made a whole bunch of noise, but he's had a decent little
He's getting good finishes every week.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Alan Guslin's like, hey, I kept my job for another week. Steve Post.
Another 2 weeks. Another 2 weeks because we're not racing next weekend. There you go.
We won't be here next week, y'all. Spend quality time with your families. Watch Rockingham. Keep our fingers crossed that that ends up on the Cup schedule at some point in time.
Oh, yeah. I think it will. It's only a matter of time.
And if it does, please do it here or later. That was the problem for Rockingham forever was they ran it in freaking March.
Yeah.
And the weather always sucked.
Yeah. Run it.
And it's bad enough that there's not really a lot of infrastructure near the track for a lot of fans to stay close.
Yeah.
So a lot of fans got to drive, and they're just like, you got to drive, and then you freeze your butt off all day.
I think what they'll do is they'll give it an all-star race before they give it a point state just to like test it out, quote unquote.
Right.
And then after that, then they'll do the same thing they did with North Wilkesboro.
Hopefully they're going to get smart to give a points race back to Dover, because the
Dude,
All-Star race there is the dumbest thing they've done.
That's so frustrating, especially when the format is literally just a cup race.
Yeah.
The format's literally like, yeah, everyone starts, and then
everybody's in, and we got to run it.
Why they moved it?
We got to run it in the daytime because we don't have lights, which the whole All-Star thing made it. You know, I know it happened before they had lights, but once you had lights, that's what really made the All-Star.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was like a 7:30 start time, and it 7:30, 8 o'clock start time with under the lights. I am so. As a Dover fan, I've been to that track like 3-4 times. I love going to that track. The race fans in that region are great. It sucks to see them get screwed.
They deserve better.
Yeah.
I've never been to Dover. That's one of mine that I need to get crossed off the bucket list.
Yeah,
I also wish they would bring Kentucky back. I hate that they took Kentucky got hosed so bad.
Yeah, it did.
Because they had bush races for like a dozen years.
Yeah.
And sold them out all the time. And then you turn around and you give them a cup race, and they had, I like to say that they had cup traffic and people weren't ready for it.
Yeah.
Because the traffic really wasn't that bad. It was cup traffic, but everybody lost their mind because they weren't used to it. But then COVID hits, and all of a sudden they don't have a race anymore. And I'm like, how did they?
Well, I think
they did everything to support that track.
Yeah, and COVID was a real big pivot point, I think, on the schedule too, because that was where you saw, shoot, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Darn it! I was thinking, oh, that's where you saw the All-Star race move. The All-Star race moved in 2020 with Bristol, and then it was in Texas, and then it was in North. I don't know. In my opinion, there was no reason to ever even move the All-Star race. I think it was great in Charlotte. It was a nice little appetizer for the 600.
As I say all the time, every track should have one race.
Mm-hmm.
The exception is the Clash should be at Daytona, and the All-Star race should be in Charlotte.
I like going to places twice, but I think I would
see. I don't, because I want to see him go to more tracks.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I would rather bring back Kentucky at the expense of a spring Darlington. You know,
I want to see him go to South Boston or Hickory instead of going to Kansas twice.
Yeah,
and as much as I love Vegas, they should only go to Vegas once.
Yeah,
Billy Boy, thank you so much for being here, brother. We appreciate you as always, man. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. When we go back to cup racing.
That Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Can we say it's Bristol Weeks? It's not Bristol Weeks yet, but it's Bristol Weeks.
Nice. That's awesome. Brock Spalen, too. Great seeing you, Brock. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Thank you.
We truly appreciate the effort you make, because we know you get up at some ridiculously early
no kidding
hour to hang out with us on a Monday. So thank you very much, brother. And I guess with that, we should probably wrap this one up. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you jumping on kind of last minute, because I had intended on having like an hour lead time and forgot that we were at 3:30 instead of 4:30 for the green flags.
Yep. No, happy to jump on.
Thanks for joining in. Always fun. We'll get to bug Nolan for blowing us off. But we'll see everybody at Bristol in a couple weeks. Thanks as always. It is the watch party. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell them to come hang out with us and experience the cup race in a whole different way.
Yep.
Y'all have a great Sunday. Thank you.
Enjoy your Easter next week.
Yeah, man.